Well, hey there, everybody. It's your host, Buck Funkley. Most of my friends call me BF. I assume that means big fun. Anyway, this is the best dang game show in southern Indiana called Keep or West Ham. Hello, hello. Again, this is Buck Funkley, your host on Keep or West Ham. And today I've got a lovely crew, a lovely bunch of guests with me. We got Jamie first. Want to say hello, Jamie? Tell everybody where you're from and what you're doing.
Hi, my name's Jamie. I feel like a dating show. My name's Jamie from London. Good, just tired from watching the Tyson fight the other day, so I'm still
It's a good
recovering.
fight. It's a good
So yeah,
fight for
I'm
sure.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me again, buddy.
Oh, anytime, mate. Anytime. And then right below we got Tommy. Tommy, hello. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good, Buck. It's great to see you again, my man. I understand there's going to be a competitive element this time. I'm glad. I'm glad. I've run so many quizzes. I haven't been part of anything. So, man, I've got to get these competitive juices flowing. So, Buck, thanks for having
I
me.
hope you're ready. I hope you're ready because it's gonna get wild. You know it is. And then right below me, I got my beautiful mother. She's here today. She's a contestant. How are you today?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm just dandy. I'm brighter than a peach. Just
Finer than frog hair.
happy as heck to have y'all here. And we're just gonna get ready. You know the show. This is episode 3. If you've seen it, you know the show. Uh, Buck Buckley likes to put his guests into tight situations, and watch them work their way out and try to convince me and convince y'all that they got the right answer. And today's going to be no different in that aspect, but it will be different in one aspect. In the past, Buck Funkley picked the roster. He picked who was going up against who. But today, the computer is, and who the heck knows what it's gonna say. So yeah, Mark Swift, real quick. Mark Swift wants to say he has to find his daddy. That's a very strong possibility, but I can't say for sure. Are you 18? Are you 8? As long as you're 18, we can get this figured out. We'll figure it out. But all right, everyone. Yeah, you can see we've got a big old wheel, and we've got contestants. And are you guys ready?
I feel like this is.
Spin that
I feel like this is
wheel.
a Buck
Let's
Squid
do
game,
it.
isn't it?
You really in for a treat. Here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel for the first time. Aaron Lennon. We got Aaron
Ooh.
Lennon up. And who's he gonna face today? Emmanuel Adebayor. All right, we're going to start. We're going to let everybody have their chance. But today, the trick is you only get 2 minutes to convince me you're right. And we're going to start out with Jamie.
Oh crap. Okay.
Jamie,
Yes.
Lennon versus Adebayor, 2 minutes.
What? So who we keeping? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say Adebayor because he gets more goals. He's taller than Aaron Lennon. He can win headers. He's quite tough to push off the ball. Aaron Lennon falls over a little bit quick. So I don't need 2 minutes. It's gonna be Adebayor.
What that Jamie? That was a heck of an answer right there. And I think I agree with you. And that's 10 points.
Ah.
That's a 10-point answer. That's a 10-point answer right there.
End the game. End the game. I win.
Answer. You are in, buddy. You're on the board. Below you, we got
All right.
Tommy. And real quick, oh gosh, everybody, hold up. We got a special guest in the house today.
Oh, he's here.
He's here, everybody. Just watch out. He's here. Mr. Brian Daigle. How are you doing, my friend?
Good people, all good, or actually not all good. I'm still fuming. But apart from that, all good and always a pleasure, mate. I've needed this show to be on tonight. I'm so happy you didn't do it Friday because I need some fun. So let's have some fun. It's great to see Tommy, Jamie, yourself, and obviously Tottenham is in the building. So it's all good.
I just want to tell you too, it isn't Colin today. It's Buck Funkley, and he's a little more. He's a little sillier than Colin is.
Mark Southern.
He's a little
But
more
forgive me for I have sinned. But I do apologise. But slip of the tongue. I'll do my Bart Simpson 50 lines afterwards. I shall get the right name.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk after the show about it. But have you seen the new setup we have going on today?
You know what? I was just chatting to my wife, and I will just say, because I know it's tomorrow, to any Canadians watching, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian brethren and sisters.
So I've missed this. So I don't know. All I can see, I thought I was deluded when I came on, and I could just see something that says Emmanuel Adebayor on the cover, which isn't the greatest intro without having any context.
Well, I actually think it's a great one. But today, Buck Funkley's usually picked the lineups. He's picked who's going head to head. But today, the dang computer's doing it. We got a big old board over here, and so the players picked are going to be a bit more random. Their positions aren't going to match up so well, and it's going to be up to you to convince me and the people in the comments that you have the right answer. You got 2 minutes. Everybody's got 2 minutes to do it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. There's also points involved. Depending on your answer, you get some points. Those will be tallied up at the end, and there'll be a winner and obviously a loser. And that's basically the rules. Sound good, my friend?
It does.
All right. Well, before you came, we rolled one time, and it was Aaron Lennon. So it's Aaron Lennon versus Emmanuel Adebayor. Jamie says Adebayor. He had some real good points about him being tall, other stuff. So he got 10 points. He's on the board.
I was thinking goals related. That's why.
So wait a minute. So is it still Keep or West Ham, or is it just different? We're battling these two people.
No, they're going to West Ham because West Ham are shit. And
so Jamie was saying Adebayor to West Ham, yes?
No, he's keeping Adebayor. Lennon's gone. Lennon's gone.
Lennon. Yeah,
he's still playing as well, Lennon, isn't he? He plays in Claret and Blue now.
Yeah.
He plays in Claret and Blue now. He went back to Burnley, didn't he?
Burnley, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Tommy talks ball. What do you think, bud?
I'm glad. I thought we was going to do each one, like we're going to have one individually, because you already gave Jamie the 10 points, but I'm glad because I wanted to talk about this. I'm sticking up for Lennon. Here. Lennon all day long. I remember when we signed him. Have you put the timer on? Am I on a timer?
You're on.
Right. So yeah. So 16 years old, 17 years old. We signed him for 950 grand. I remember from Leeds. And Routledge was supposed to be the right winger. He came on the scene and was amazing. One of the best players to watch. Like in the Ginola bracket. Like I know Ginola's big talk at the minute. Brian will tell you about that. He is in the Ginola bracket for excitement. Consistency wasn't there. Personality, Adebayor. He was a G. We saw his post-match interviews here, there, and everywhere. But no, Lennon had longevity with Spurs, and I absolutely loved him. He didn't always know what you were going to get, but I love the boy. So Adebayor is going to West Ham for me.
All right, and you know what? That's a dang good answer too. I like the points that you made. You've raised some good points about the excitement he could bring too. That's as Spurs fans, we need that on the pitch. And Tommy, heck, I got to give you 11 on that.
Oh my days!
Yes,
come on. You're at 11. You're at 11 points. You're on the board as well. Underneath, we got Tottenham coming up next. Let me just reset the timer on in here.
I'm loving the accent.
Well, hey, it's just thank you very much. A lot of people have told me they like it, and I thank them because I just the way that I was raised. But Ma, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, timer's going.
I have a thing where when people speak in accents around me, I kind of pick them up. So if I start talking Southern, I'm sorry.
I'm exactly the same.
But I will say I'm going with just a gut reaction, and my gut reaction says keep Lennon, Adebayor to West Ham. I can't give you concrete reasons except for just a general feeling.
Right down in your gut, huh? Right. Yep. All right. Well, so you're sending Adebayor to West Ham. You're keeping Aaron Lennon, keeping little penguin man.
I kind of like Little Penguin Man. I like
Well,
I like when he would cut those things in his hair. It's very, very.
Eyebrows.
It's very random, but that's why I'm keeping him. Oh, there you go.
Hey, that's a 5-point answer. That's a 5-point answer. I can't.
5 points. I was expecting a big fat goose egg.
I can't really refute what you said. So yeah, it looks like Adebayor might be headed off to West Ham. We'll see.
It's all up to Brian.
Mr. Daigle. And Mr. Daigle, after this question, we got to talk to you a little bit. But what say you of these two choices?
Okay, so that's the short answer and then a little bit of an extended one. The short answer is anyone that comes up against ex-Filth immediately wins, and ex-Filth goes to West Ham, so Filth can be with Filth. So that's the short version. The other version is basically I would keep Aaron Lennon because, listen, by the end of his career, I was not his greatest fan because he just went missing. He went missing and he became a right winger that could not cross a ball apart from to the front man, whether that be a Tottenham player or not. But when he first came as a 19-year-old, he was tearing up the Premier League. They couldn't control him. He scored that goal against Chelsea that ended the Chelsea hoodoo. So for that in his own right is enough to keep him. But Aaron Lennon, one thing he did give you is 100% effort, 100% commitment, 100% of the time. I can't say the same for Adebayor.
Man, he was electric. I loved watching him and Gareth Bale on the wings. That was a short special time.
I'm sure he was 16. I'm sure Lennon was 16 when we signed him.
I think he
really
was
young.
He was.
I don't think he was that young. I don't think he was that young. He may be. I really don't think
I'm sure he was 17, 18. I'm sure he was.
Still, that's incredible. He's been on the scene a long time. That's durability right there.
Mm.
And BD Brian Daigle, I got to give you 14 on that. I agree completely.
You know what, Steve? Tommy, to take note here, serious business with serious quizzes have gone back to normal. That's what I like to hear.
Adebayor has gone to West Ham.
I saw the one with Brian the other day. It didn't go down that well, did it?
Oh, yeah, mate, Jack Santini.
It actually did in my DMs. It went really well in my DMs. People loved it. People absolutely loved it.
I was just watching Dave in the corner thinking, I've had enough of this.
Mate, honestly, but that's another chip. Listen, Tommy knows I love him, but when I enter a quiz called the Big Fat Tottenham Quiz, I expect it to be about Tottenham Hotspur, not riddles. And do I watch crime? Watch mugshots of Jack Santini?
No, it was hilarious to watch.
11. He was 17. He was 16, 17. I just looked at it. He was 16. So he's
got
only
a fact.
34 now.
Fact checker.
He's only 34 now. How incredible is that?
So sorry about having to go for a minute there, folks. I had a cat problem. My cat got in the shot. I had to. He wants to be on camera all the time. But anyways,
I have to shoot it.
I was gonna say, Curse is in the chat.
Oh, we got Curse in the chat. Hello, Curse.
And we got Bryce. Big up Bryce, my man. Love you to pieces.
Bryce is one of the best. Bryce is always here. We got Bob Spur. Bob Spur is currently driving back from London, but he'll get on as soon as he reaches home.
Go on, Bobby.
Awesome.
Big up.
Go on, Bobby.
I think he says something.
I
think he means big fun, because that's what most people call me is BF for big fun. I think, at least that's what I think they mean. Then yeah, we got all kinds of great people in the comments, and it seems like pretty much, Adam, YouTube's #1 game show, it's back. I hope everyone enjoys this slightly different version we have today. I
feel like I'm on the Wheel of Fortune.
It's about like that, but a lot better. But yeah, Brian. So, just real quick today, I want you to be able to get your message out and kind of like tell people like what's going on and things you're doing. Just real quick. I don't want to talk about make you talk about it too much, but I think it's great things. I think everybody needs to know about it.
I'll tell this story, then I'll tell a lovely story that will get Tottenham very, very jealous. Very, very jealous. You're going to be extremely jealous of me, Tottenham. Very. Today I was at the protest. It wasn't a very big turnout again because I'm fed up of people saying they're going to be there and they're not. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've come from Canada to show my conviction and say, like, a man of my word, and to fight a fight that I really believe in, which is getting the parasite out. The main aim is to get a lot more media coverage, and again, we've done it today. We actually walked with them huge ENIC out banners and stopped traffic, and we took it outside the stadium. On another thing today, Daniel, a load of tweet abuse I've been getting is, oh, it's so good, the NFL for local business, and local business is going to get boom. So behind where we protest, there was a dead space they normally use for a car park, whatever, that they filled with American kind of hot dog stands, donut stands. You know what I'm talking about. And we asked all of them, are they local businesses? And they came from Leytonstone, Reading, Basingstoke, just anywhere that wasn't North London. So it's not good for businesses. They had inflatables. They had these activities down the high. Nothing that they do for Tottenham. The guy's a parasite. But more importantly, and it's good that I'm on this channel now because you're more American, when I come home to Canada, I started saying this on Will's show, and I've got a lot of people ready to call into action. But I'm attacking Nike, NFL, and Tavistock when I get back home. So I'm targeting North America because it's all well and good people in London trying to do their bit, but there's a lot more people that can't get there that do want to do a bit. And I've had enough. I've had enough of trying to leave it with London. I've had enough. Like, the people I'm doing this with are all good guys that are working 24/7 around the clock to try and do stuff. And it's based on people saying they're coming. And they all say they are, but they don't. And it's just like, do you know what? Don't just say you're not coming. There's people in this chat, like Mark Swift, like Kirst, like Adam. Adam, bless him. I'm saying this on every stream that I'm on. He personally tweeted on his personal Twitter, not in a direct message to me, going, I've never felt so bad. I've had to tell Brian that I can't go to the NFL protest. I completely forgot Adam lives in Ireland. But he felt so bad when I asked him if he's coming that he had to say, no, I can't get there. I was like, no. I understand that. What I'm getting pissed off with is people in chats and people on Twitter, yeah, I'm coming, I can't wait to meet you. Or not just me, on their tweet, getting ready for the protest, and then you get there and nothing. Just say you're not coming.
Yeah.
Just say you're not coming. Don't big it up that you're coming and you're going to do this. I had people, and I'm not going to mention names, that couldn't make it because of family commitments or something had come up. They personally texted me or tweeted me, Brian, I'm so sorry I've let you down. You haven't let me down. Family always comes first. I'm in a position where I've come here. I've got a place to stay. I'm on my holiday, so to speak, and I can do this. And I can say I'm going to be there and I can go there. I understand that the world goes round and things come up, but don't in your hundreds say you're coming and then don't. So I'm going to be targeting North America, and Colin, I'll be speaking with you. I'll speak to Tottenham. I'll be speaking to Mari, because Mari is right by Tavistock, and we're going to go from, we're going to sort North America, and I'm going to arrange stuff, and we're going to get it going, and we're going to do it. But now on to the story for Tottenham. So on Friday, I was very, very lucky. Me and a load of other YouTubers, we went to have an evening with David Ginola, because he's doing one of those special nights with. So first, there's that picture there, me and David, like literally, and then he touched it, like when he was walking past me, he was touching it. He's like, all right, mate, and we're talking, and also Mickey Hassan was there and Paul Coit. But the greatest thing, I can tell you now, it's cool to smoke, and I don't mean that for under 16s. So me and Daddy Kyriakou, Daddy Kyriakou. So we went to go for a cigarette at this place. They had to go walk outside the building and whatever. But the guy said, no, listen, it's about to start. In the middle of this building, there's a fire door. Just go there. There's some steps. Just go out there. It's easy to get in and out. So me and Daddy walked out, lit our cigarette, a couple of drags, doors open. David, goddamn, Ginola, came and just stood there and had a cigarette with me and Daddy Kyriakou. We were just chatting like and then a couple of people came out whilst we're doing that. They're like, holy fuck. But yeah, I literally, as close as like standing opposite someone, like this close with David Ginola for 15 minutes, just talking. We're talking about his heart problem and how he felt and everything. But he was on such great form. But to have 15 minutes alone with David Ginola, just there, and then every woman that came near him was like, oh my fucking, like literally, the guy, and he looks better now than he did as a player. He is like, that is one serious dude that can just do what he wants. But yeah, just to have 15 minutes just alone with David Ginola, just chilling, having a cigarette. He's like, oh, how much a cigarette is in Canada? How is Canada? Because obviously the big French contingency. I keep meaning to come to Canada. I was like, come to Toronto. I was trying to get this. I was like, and listen, mate, take my number. I was like, well, I didn't, but I was going to.
Tottenham tour?
I was
15
like,
minutes.
"No,
15 minutes with David Ginola might be the name of like a erotic novel
Mate,
I write in the future.
but it was just such a
An
great night.
erotic
And so
novel I write in the future.
literally go outside. Like we were just sitting there and it felt like stars
Yeah.
in their eyes.
I was
So
gonna
that
say, did you
Matthew,
feel
I'm
like a
gonna
little
be-
kid?
And it was, mate, it was unbelievable. You got to remember, David Ginola is his idol, like Gazza is to me. David Ginola is to him. So it was just
I bet he was about
incredible.
wet his pants about it. He was probably so dang excited.
Well, no, he was all right. I got a little bit. I don't know why. I'm normally not like this with certain people, but David Ginola, I was just like, I mean, if you look at my picture, I'm a little bit starstruck.
You're
Well,
cheesing a little bit. You got a nice
obviously,
smile going.
he has to stand like that far. They're still doing little bits of social distancing and whatever. But I was just like, it was just a great night. There was like 14 of us. We had we are Tottenham TV boys, Bob Spur. But to have 15 minutes alone just chilling, we came back in and we're like, guys, you don't smoke.
I bet you were floating on air, man.
It was just amazing. It was just amazing. And I hope David Ginola comes up on this random generator because I've got the winning argument. I had a cigarette with him. So anyone else goes.
Can I ask a question? How much were the tickets for that show?
So they started at £75, but with the £75, you got that picture for free. There was a gourmet dinner. They put on a good show. The tickets went up to ridiculous amounts, like ridiculous. But the cheapest was 75. And do you know what? It's the very first one that David Ginola did. And you know what? The stories he was telling about how he left Spurs and his feelings for Spurs, how he was crying when he left Spurs and how he wanted to finish his career. And he told the lovely story. You know, on the finale. Sorry, Colin, I'm taking but I'm taking over the dot me points for the name if I do it again. We'll go back. I'm sorry for taking over. Sorry, but he kept. Well, someone asked him the question about on the finale who did he have on the phone when he came out, and he was like, "Listen, my dad and my son couldn't make it. I wanted to experience it with my dad and my son." So he was FaceTiming his dad and his son whilst he was doing. Mate, what just the feelings when he spoke Spurs. It's like when I speak about my passion of hating a certain person, his love for the club is undeniable still.
I feel like that positivity was needed too. I feel like we all in the Spurs community could kind of use some positivity right now. So it's good for all of us. That
it's not bullshit though, is it? Because I saw an interview with Ginola. It's easy for him to bullshit at the actual thing, isn't it? Because like he's under pressure and stuff. He's got to try and please people. But I've seen him in interviews. Like they do, they used to do a skit. I'm sure Jamie remembers. I don't know if they still do it now. Like 10 o'clock on Sky every night. They have one host and one special guest. Like it happened literally 10 p.m. every night. I think they stopped it. But Ginola was on there, and he was like, even though Newcastle were fighting for Premier League titles, he was like, Spurs are my club. He was like, Spurs are my club, and he was there for about 2-3 years at both clubs. Yeah. And he played for Paris Saint-Germain. He was a big time player. And he was like, no, Spurs are my club. Spurs are my club.
Yeah, he was saying that his son is diehard Spurs, and apparently he lives in France, and he was asked to do David Ginola's son was asked to do every single Champions League game on the run to the final, like in the commentary or the pundits, because of his love for Spurs. He's just honestly, he's just. You want to hear a man talk? I mean, this man bleeds and breathes Tottenham, and just hopefully one day when these parasites have gone, in some way he'll be affiliated with the club again, whether it be coaching, an ambassador or whatever, because he's just a legend. He's just a goddamn legend.
And I think on that note, it's a good time to go back into round 2 of keeper West Ham. And you know what? You had me thinking, Brian. You had me thinking a bit.
Is Tommy okay?
I feel like he's fallen over. You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just opened the back door.
Tommy, don't do it. You know what I thought would just happen, mate? I was like,
I know too. I know what you thought too. Yeah, I almost. Yeah,
I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
Well, I can see that now, mate. Don't do that to me. Try not to, please.
Yeah, I haven't had one for ages, so I'm coolio, man. I'm coolio.
Life's good, everybody. Peaches and cream, and we got round 2 coming up here, and I'm excited as heck. Just to remind the everyone in the comments, thank y'all for being here. By the way, if you don't mind hitting that like and maybe even subscribing if you aren't already subscribing, it would be great for me. It'd help me out a whole bunch. But right now, Tottenham Mom's got 5. BD, my man BD's got 14.
I've got your number. There you go.
See, man, look at that. And Jamie's got 10, and Tommy Shelby's got 11.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tight affair. Todd Mom's down a bit, but she can certainly catch up. And here we go with round number 2.
No way. No way. No way. I don't believe that.
I couldn't even bring it if I wanted to. I couldn't even bring it if I wanted to.
That's
okay, I
mate,
can't see.
Mad.
I'm on my phone. I can't see. Is it really?
Ginola.
What the hell?
I reckon it's
It's
going to be
ridiculous.
Ginola versus
Don't bring up Paul
Berbatov.
Gascoigne now
Facebook
because
is listening.
It's going to be Berbatov. Watch, I guarantee.
all right.
Berbatov.
So,
Okay,
Yeah,
doesn't matter who
is-
else is up against him. He's going to win.
well, not
That
if
is
it's Gascoigne. Not if it's
insanity.
Gascoigne.
That is insanity, man.
for that
Yeah.
alone, I feel like we kind of need to just all take a second and just, that's
That's
the universe
crazy,
maybe
man.
telling
There's
us maybe
loads on
Spurs
that.
are going
There's
to win a
loads on that
trophy.
wheel as well. That's
I think
mad.
maybe Spurs are going to win a trophy because stars are aligning. Stars are
Yeah,
aligning.
don't put Gascoigne. Don't make me go against him with Gascoigne because Ginola will lose.
Oh, that would kill you.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we don't need it, but I still want to hear everyone's answers because I
What's
think
the
it'll
what's the
still be
second
good
one,
fun.
Colin?
Nico
I'm-
Cranshaw.
Nico Cranshaw. I could pull up
God,
some stats.
tell you
about
what,
Nico
for
if
any
you'd like.
woman, this is hard. This is for any woman now. This is a really hard problem.
He's a good-looking cat as well, isn't he? He's a good-looking
Yeah.
cat.
I can
Scored
pull
in
up
a
an, I'll
9-1
pull up
win
an
as
image.
well.
Before we do anything, I'm pull up a little image here. Share that with the ladies in the house. All right, I gotta share.
Brian, if you say the next guy is a handsome man, then I'm questioning your sexuality. Seriously. If you, he's a
Well,
handsome chap. This guy's
Mate,
beautiful.
when you bring up David Ginola, mate, don't you start talking about that. You bring up a blooming mugshot of Jack Santini and say, look at his
He
bone
was-
structure. And say, look at his bone structure. So don't come to me, brother.
He was a good look. No, do you know what? He was all right, wasn't he? He had a good tash. Very good tash in him. Good old Jack. Yeah. Yeah.
He was baby faced. Oh, there's another one. Can you
Yeah,
see that?
they're not the
there?
best pictures of him, actually.
No, they're not. They're not the best pictures of him for sure.
He's
He's
retired
usually-
now, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe he can't be playing still. I guess he could in like some real amateur division or something. Yeah, it's never mind. We spent too much time on this anyhow. So I want to hear Jamie. You first again as usual. We'll switch up the lineup. We'll switch up the lineup about halfway through. But Jamie, let's hear what you got to say, bud. I started the 2-minute timer right now.
It's gonna be Ginola for me. He's my favorite Spurs player. He was the first game I saw live when we played. Who was it? Derby County.
Bonus points for that. Bonus points
yeah.
for that. That's a good one. You remember
That was
the
back
first
in
game?
1998. So yeah, I remember that. The guy was a
What?
sick
What
god,
was your
beautiful.
first game you ever saw Nico live in? Do you remember that?
Nico was the first game. I think it was a cup game. I can't remember what one.
You're getting. You're.
I think it was against
you're getting bonus
Stockport
points.
County. I think we won 4-0. That was quite a while back. But yeah, no, Ginola for me, beautiful man. One of his favourite goals was against Barnsley. He took on everybody, and also that goal against Chelsea. I think we drew 2-2 at White Hart Lane with his left foot. So Ginola stays. Cranshaw has to go.
All right, we got one vote for Nico, and you know what? I liked how sure you were. I liked how you described your memories to me. That's points. That's points right there, Jamie. And I'm going to
Thank
give you
you.
a solid 29 for that.
Hey,
29.
29
Take
points.
it.
that is random,
These are
man.
random scores,
That
really
is
random scores.
Don't ruin it for me.
29 points. And
That is random as fuck.
I'm on 39
Hey.
points.
Do you
I
have
just
like
want-
a chalkboard that you're keeping track of all these points anywhere? Or?
No, I'm keeping track of mine, so I'm on 39. I'm all right.
I got it
There's
all,
an
I got it
algorithm.
all here. All
There's a
right.
buck
So
algorithm.
next we got Thomas, and I don't know if that's your full name or not, sir. But we got you next, and I'd like to hear what you have to say.
No, it's not my. Just to confirm, it's not my full name. Thank God.
Ah.
But look at it. Look, we know the answer. We know what everyone's going to go with. Ginola. He was a little bit before my time. He was just a little bit before my time. My hero is Robbie Keane and Ledley King. But like in terms of attacker, my hero is Robbie Keane. But you know, Ginola wins hands down. just defending Cranchar slightly, I will say this: he was a Harry Redknapp boy, wasn't he? He was a Harry Redknapp boy, and anybody that reminds you of Harry Redknapp, the shaved womble, is a good guy. Is a good guy for me. So
I got room for Harry
love
Redknapp for sure. I got.
And he was a set piecer. He was a set piece taker, wasn't he, Cranchar? And we are lacking that. We could do with him right now, and he's unbelievable at long shots. Another thing we're lacking. We've got no goals in the centre of midfield. So Cranchar, we need him now. But
we're hoping Sarr.
You got to get him over to West Ham. You can't. No way. Ginola West Ham would kill me.
That would not be good. West Ham are shit, but they're getting less and less shit. I don't like that.
You get a good looking squad.
Very good looking squad.
Don't.
But in this case, Moyes can have Nico.
And you know what I'm thinking too, just and back to reality for a second. I'm hoping that Sarr, whenever he comes back into the squad and we get him next season, I'm hoping that he can maybe give us some of them long shots back. He seems to enjoy taking them. I've read today that the average distance on his shots is like 28 yards out. Might have been meters. It's meters. That's what y'all using, meters. But or something. He takes a lot of long shots, and so that's always a good thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, hoping he can do that. And I liked your answer a whole bunch. You did good. You didn't even take your 2 minutes, which is fine. 36 points. 36 points on that.
I remembered stuff from time.
Come on.
The rules. I just
Jamie gets. It's not fair because Jamie goes first, and the scores seem to build from there.
I'm going to switch up the. Okay, so
the order.
We got 2 votes for Nico. Tottenham, what do you got to say?
Nico's got to go.
Nico's got to go.
There's not a lot of finer men than David Ginola, so I have to keep him because, you gotta keep the eye candy for the ladies. Sorry, there you go.
You got Daniel Levy, if you're listening. Make sure you keep her on the eye candy for the ladies.
That's it's shallow, but it's true. There you go.
All
Sorry.
Right, so a shallow but true answer gets you 9 points.
You are definitely not showing me any favoritism, Buck.
This is the rules, and now we're down to BD.
I'm not giving very intelligent answers either, so I guess I don't deserve it. There you go.
Well, you'll get your chance. I'm sure there's a lot of players on the board here. BD,
Alrighty.
what's your answer, my friend?
Well, we've got a full house here. Cranchar, off you go. Thank you for some wonderful goals and some good performances. But David Ginola is someone I need to thank in so many ways. I mean, after Paul Gascoigne, Ginola, Van der Vaart, these people are the only genuine people we've had that when they got the ball, the whole stadium was like, oh, something's going to happen. He gave me a couple of years where I believed in magic on a football pitch because of what that man could do. He could do things with a football that not a lot of people could do. And he brought excitement, and he embodies what being a Tottenham Hotspur player is, both on and off the pitch, like I said, in how he was speaking. This guy single-handedly won us the cup in 99, Jesus Christ, 99, Footballer of the Year, and literally would single-handedly take teams apart, like Gareth Bale did in his last year at Madrid, before he went to Madrid. But this guy did it not just by goals, just by, it didn't matter if you had 1, 2 or 3 people on you. This guy is magic. He is worth it. And I had a cigarette and a chat with him, and he's a dynamite dude. So in no doubt whatsoever.
How many cigarettes have you had with Nico?
Absolutely zero. He probably does both as well.
There you go. Nico
hasn't even had the gratitude to put on a Legends night for me. How dare he?
See, he needs to learn a lot. I hope he's watching. Nico, if you're watching, bud, we got some etiquette we could teach you. But BD, that's a 37-point answer.
Oh my God.
So you're at you got 37.
How much was that?
37.
Can I protest? Can I protest points?
But I do have to.
Because
to
look,
tell
I
you.
think we should deduct Brian points. He got 88, 98, and 99. He got 3 years wrong. I know he corrected himself.
But you know what?
That's
Tommy?
so true. He
I
did.
think
He
that's
did.
what Tommy's
deduction in
doing?
points.
Now he's not. Now he's one of the panel and not the quizmaster. Now
I think
he
Tommy's
wants to
getting a
debate.
little salty here.
Tommy,
He's getting a
you
little
make
salty.
Hey, you
Hold
make
on,
dang good
can I
points. So I'm gonna
say-
put into.
Can I say I got the correct scores when I was there, and then Tommy gets more points than me? How the hell does that work?
Okay,
Yeah, let's
I'm
get it
about-
up on Tommy.
I'm
I
about to do
believe in
something-
Jamie.
Correct
I'm about
scores.
to do
Jamie's
something
right.
controversial.
Schindler, the goal against Barnsley took everyone on. The 2-2, the left foot he scored
That-
against Chelsea, and then I get 29 points, and you go, he's a good guy, 36.
Buck's
Me?
not
I didn't
usually
say he was a
wrong.
good guy. I didn't
Well,
say
I
he was a
don't know
good
what
guy.
exactly you said, but I'm just ganging up on you now because
We're
it's
just
just
getting.
easier.
Tommy, yeah, was your? Tell us your answer
Right,
again.
I'm shutting up from now on. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
No, that's y'all make good points. I'm going to take them into consideration for the rest of the. Like I said, this is quite a different format than what I'm used to.
I
I'm
think
loving this
Buck is
format.
losing control of this game.
Hey, I've got it here, and I want to tell y'all that something might come up, and there's a certain something on the board that'll deduct everyone some points, and maybe
Is it
throw a
red
real
light,
wrench
green
into the
light?
game.
Is that what it is?
No, maybe. All right.
I'm
we're
loving
ready
this
for-
concept. But
Round-
loving this concept.
No
Hey,
whammies. No whammies.
Thank you very much, BD. You're a good man, and that
That's
leads us
right.
right into round number 3, and we're flipping it this time. So, Brian Daigle, you're going to be the first one to answer this question. First person we got coming up here. All right, and I guess we have to. We all
Okay,
recent,
before we go any
just as
further,
Tottenham stuff.
before you bring this up, we're talking about his Tottenham career, not what he's been getting up to recently. This is
Tottenham
just based on Tottenham.
Ooh.
Football only.
Oh, please be a good player so I don't have to pick Gilfie. Please be a good player so I don't need to pick you.
Ryan Mason.
Oh.
Oh. I
Gilfie
know
or
it.
Sandro.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
an easy one.
I like this one actually because they were both very like. I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give him any ideas, but I know who I think was more important to the club. I'll put it that way.
Kung Fu, man.
so who's going first? Is it me, you said? Am I going right now? Yes? So just
Yes,
off the
sir.
bat
Yeah,
now.
yes, sir. Yep, Brian Daigle, you are
One of
first
the
up.
easiest decisions I think I've ever had to do in all of these games that we've done that I've been on. Sandro definitely stays at Tottenham. His heart is still in Tottenham. The guy is a legend. The guy is a beast. His personality, forget on the pitch, off the pitch was just incredible. His passion for Spurs, him and Dembele was probably one of the best midfield partnerships I've ever seen. You're talking about, Tommy spoke about long shots. All right, Sigurdsson could, but he scored goals against Manchester United and Chelsea. This guy, unfortunately, because of injuries, got crippled, a couple of real bad knee injuries. This guy is the very definition of the word cult hero. This guy is outstanding, and I just wish we had him fully fit with Dembele for longer. Without a shadow of a doubt, Gilfie, go to the Pikeys, stay there for a long time, and Sandro, I love you with all my heart.
Well, you sure didn't mix any words there. We know exactly how you're feeling, and I liked your answer a lot. And for the fact that you were just so honest, and you were
Passionate.
speaking from the heart, you had passion. You sounded almost like a politician would sound, but not a Tory. You didn't sound like one of them. But I'd put. I'm not bringing too much politics into this, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you BD on that one a 25.
20. Okay. And I'll turn my camera off because I'm going to go have a cigarette, but I'm still listening.
Sounds good, my friend. You enjoy that cigarette as well. We're up to Tottenham, and yeah. So you got Gylfi Sigurdsson just as a player, as a Tottenham player, the Iceman, and we also have Sandro, the Beast. Who are you sending to West Ham? We already have Brian Daigle say, and you can always take that into consideration.
I think I'm going to have to agree with Brian. There was a time where I liked Gylfi, but you tell me I have to separate the now from the then, and I'm having a little trouble doing that. And although everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and it hasn't been, I'm going to have to go with Sandro to stay. Guilty, bye-bye.
That's another solid answer. Do you want to extrapolate any? Do you like anything about what'd you like about Gilfy when he was here that made you almost choose him? Or
it was very early in my watching, and honestly, I've slept since then.
He was a playmaker type. He but
he's still playing, right? Or at least he recently was playing.
Yeah, he's still doing it for Everton. He's still doing it for Everton.
Yeah.
And,
got a long shot on him.
Yeah, he sure does. He's got a foot on him.
Bryce wanted to say he's innocent until proven guilty, which
oh yes.
Bryce, I'm gonna have you on the show here, bud, because you gotta. I like the way you.
That's all true. Although I have to say, my heart broke a little when the name came out.
Yeah, I mean he was important. We're getting.
And I mean, with a cool name like Gilfy too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But you're going for Sandro, and
I'm clearly the least educated on the panel today, so I'm just going to go with my answer.
I tried to actually pick a list with the most recent names for a reason, for that similar reason, but
that's okay.
Sandro is actually my choice. Everyone can know, and you get 21 for that.
Oh, you are being too generous. Too generous.
I know. I've got a rubric right here. I'm just following it, and I'm checking boxes as you say. I gotta. It's very complicated. It's math. It's algebra. It's long division,
computer science,
division, computer science.
A little bit of magic.
I thought so. I really thought so.
It's real tough. But
maybe Tommy, you need another wheel that has the points on it. We can just swing. We can just dial that one.
That's a good idea, actually.
I'll take everything into consideration. I think that's a wonderful idea as well. We got Tommy Talks Ball, who has a wonderful channel. Anyone who's watching this, I'm sure you've seen his channel. He's amazing. He's got shows on pretty much every dang day, and he's always got good content. He's not a negative Nancy. He's just a good old Tottenham loving boy. And check him out. He puts his heart and soul into that channel, and I love it as well. So head on out there. What's up, man? What do you think?
Well, I just want to say Buck's only made one appearance. But Colin, good friend of yours, Buck, is always on my show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, big up. Very, very kind words indeed. In this quiz, I need to know what your algorithms are. I need to know what your secret, because I'm starting to be a little bit convinced by him now. I am starting to be convinced by him now. So, Gilfy and Sandro. Do you know what it is? It's, as a professional footballer, Gilfy has to win, hands down, because Sandro's done nothing other than with us. But as a Spurs boy, Sandro, just for his kung fu in the outside the games. I can't remember. I think it was half time. Oh no, it was at training, wasn't it? And he was someone he was someone you want in the dressing room, man. It was
someone I don't want to meet in a dark alley. That's
how
for sure.
Did it go? I can't remember how it went.
But do you remember when he turned up at random people's houses playing his guitar?
Did he?
I remember
Were they
that,
female?
yeah.
If it was females, then I'll worry about him. Then I'll worry about that. But if it's teammates, then that's fine. But yeah, I didn't hear about that. But it was all this. I can't remember exactly, but it was amazing. I'm not going to
attempt to do the game a lot like me. He played the game a lot like how I did. Just
he was a fighter, wasn't he? He was.
No fear. No fear.
I watched Mortal Kombat the other day. He's like Scorpion, man. He's like not too far off Scorpion. So for that alone, and he was a fighter. As Brian said, he was a battler. He was unfortunate with injuries, and he was unfortunate. We had a really good centre midfield at that time. I'm sure he would have played a lot longer. It's similar to Wanyama, I think. His transition was similar to Wanyama. It was great, but unfortunately, he had injuries.
We might have pushed him a little too hard, maybe, is what I come to think.
Sigurdsson was another one who scored a lot of long shots. Sigurdsson scored a lot of long shots for us.
That he did. And
in general, but I want to play devil's advocate, but I can't, not with Gilfy at the moment. So Gilfy, you can, you're on your bike, mate. You're on your bike. You can go down.
Not looking good. It's not looking good for Gilf.
You go to the Olympic Stadium, my friend.
I heard it's big. I heard it's big over there. I heard you can almost see the players from your seats.
No
but we
Atmos,
got.
man.
But hey, for points on that one, man, I can hardly even. That's a 29.
Can I just say, Bryce gets 3,000 for that reply. That was brilliant. Bryce gets 3,000 just for the guilty reply.
You won the game already, Bryce. But we're gonna all play for second.
He's not even here. That's not fair.
He's in Australia. He's far away.
That's true.
That's very far. And Bryce, I can't thank you enough for being here, my man. Like I said, show's a little different today. I'm really glad that I average about 8 viewers live, and I got 8. So you guys must not hate the new format all that much. So that's awesome. Real quick, Bob Spurs says Gilfy loves West Ham and Michael Jackson so much because he loved both high Bubbles, because that's the name of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I'm huge Michael Jackson fan, and I won't.
Oh, Bob, watch out! I hope you get here soon, Bobby, because you got some explaining to do. Bryce also says he's here in spirit, and I'm sorry this is covering you up, Brian. I'm not trying to do that with him.
No, it's just what happens when you come last. When you come to the stream last, you get blocked out. So, mate, believe me, the comments are a lot prettier to look at than my face. So yeah,
Bob will be here soon. Don't worry. But yeah, Bryce, you're here in spirit, and we're glad to have you, man. We're darn glad to have you. So yeah, Jamie, though, you need to answer the question. You haven't told us whether or not you're going to pick Sandro or Gilfy, and I know your vote don't really matter because Gilfy's already packed his bags and on the caravan off to West Ham somewhere. But we still got to hear what you got to say.
It's basically what everyone else has said. Like Sandro was a beast. It was like Mr. Karate Kid. I would love to see him and Lucas Moura because where you got Coys, and then you got him playing the guitar. I think that would have been amazing.
You could have made a new a new single for the club.
I would actually buy that. But no, like the goals he scored, like what we signed him in 2010. He was with us for 4 years, injury prone. So
that knee, I believe it was, right?
The goals against West Ham. No, West Ham. The goals against Chelsea and
United.
Yeah, that bullet shot. So, but no, Gilfy scored a couple free kicks. Wasn't too bad. But Gilfy's got to go. Sorry,
Gilfy does got to go. Yeah, real quick, do you think Gilfy has a spot in the Spurs squad right now? If all things aside, all of the allegations of whatever debauchery he might or might not have been a part of.
I think anyone can get in that squad at the moment because
I mean, just his set pieces, and like Tommy said, I mean, I was at a game, and it was actually where Harry Kane came on and changed the game before he started making it big, where the old White Hart Lane and we're playing Hull in the Carling Cup or whatever it was called then. And I was sitting in the Upper Paxton and he hit a shot right in front of me, but we were shooting at the Park Lane, which was a bullet into the top corner. It was a rocket. That guy, and he always scored a blinder and played a blinder against the filth. Yeah. So taking away what the allegations are, his creativity is exactly what we need. Minus the allegations. Obviously, he went back to Swansea, ripped up at Swansea, went to Everton, wasn't used right at Everton. I actually think, being serious, and I think we sold him way too soon. I think we sold him way too soon as a player. But obviously, right now, thank God we did.
He wanted to go. He wanted to leave, or he wasn't happy with the playing time he's getting. But
I think the thing was Ericsson. We had Ericsson at the time. That was a problem for Gilfy.
But we could have rotated. He could have played. I feel like
we don't do that at Tottenham. We just buy one player for one position, and then you just play until you can't play anymore.
Play them until they hurt them for the rest of their lives.
Tell them till they're hurt.
That's true.
Jamie, I got a real quick question for you. That's going to affect your points, bud. Because you went last. That's a disadvantage. But I'm going to ask you this: who would you prefer, the Beast or Pierre-Emile Højbjerg?
Oh,
and like I said, this is for bonus points, and you just got.
How many points did I get for last week? You didn't tell me.
21. But it's because you were last. You didn't have much to extrapolate on, so I'm giving you a chance here to kind of.
You're just trying to even up the score.
I'm actually not doing. That's actually not a thing. It's.
We're all gonna tie at the end.
On the third round, the last person gets a chance for bonus points starting the third round.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let someone else go first in this question.
No, this is just you, Jamie.
Oh, it's me.
This is just you for bonus points.
Who would I keep?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to say Sandro. Sorry. Like,
And
But of a Højbjerg.
in Sandro in his prime when he was at Tottenham, like he was
absolutely,
brilliant.
yes, sir. Yep. Yes,
His
sir.
prime, like Højbjerg now, but like Sandro back in his prime when he was at Spurs.
I think he was a better. I think he was a
understood.
better defensive midfielder. Like
He was, and
his
he
skill set
understood.
might have been more limited. There was less of a scope to his skills, but I think the skills he did have, he was better than them at.
Yeah,
Pierre.
and
I'd
he
love to hear.
there is to do. That's what he played for. So no one else does. So I'd say in his prime, I would have kept Sandro.
And
but
you know
now
what?
it
I
would be
like
Højbjerg.
that question a lot. I'm going to open it up to the rest of the panel, and I'm going to go first to anyone. Go.
Minus 10 points for Jamie. I just want to start that out.
Jamie,
look, I think
Wow.
Højbjerg's done, as much as I love Sandro, I think Højbjerg's done more in a year and a half than Sandro done.
He's
in 4
only
years
scratched the
already.
surface, don't you think?
But
He's
Sandro,
only
Jamie,
scratched
exactly.
the surface.
You got 25. You got 25 total on that one. You're in 4 extra bonuses.
okay, I'll take that. It's fine.
So yeah,
I feel
it's
like
Højbjerg.
Pierre's only scratching the surface. He hasn't. He's shown glimmers of what he's capable of. And I even have to say, recently, I feel like he's had a bit of dip in his form, but I think he's only got more room to grow. I think he is such a powerful leader.
He had a dip, or has his role changed because Skip is now taking on some more of those defensive duties, and now he gets to get up the field.
I love how you're keeping
this thing.
Accent, man. I love how you're keeping this. Skip.
Look, Skip. We got Skip, and he's doing his thing. And I think Skip might be responsible for the dip that you perceive, but that I don't really think maybe is there. He's just got a slightly different role. So
I think there has been a real dip, but I think it's somewhat exhaustion or something. I do think
minutes. That's for sure. He does play.
I do think that he has taken a bit of a downward turn, and I'm not going to blame it all on Skippy's inclusion. But I mean, players have ups and downs. That's normal. But I do think that sky's the limit when it comes to his abilities, and I think he's only going to get better and better and better. Just my opinion.
I think
the game has changed a lot back from 2010 to now. So
it's actually real scary to think how much that is very true. That is very, very true.
I don't know if Kirst is still in the chat. I would imagine she is, although I don't know. She hasn't commented on this, so I'm very surprised that if she is still in the chat. No question of a doubt, she's the female pioneer for this man, and I am the guy. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, all day long. You only have to look. I know social media has changed since we signed Sandro. I urge everyone to go back and watch the interview or the medical that Pierre had at Spurs and then his first interview. And you just see, and he's
damn
like,
good. He sounds like a damn leader.
He's a damn warrior.
Like a damn leader. He is a damn leader. When he wins a goal kick or a throw in, this guy's like we've won the Champions League. I've got to see him twice now. All right, I've got to see him miss a bloody goal. But I've watched him twice. When you watch him live, it's not just what he does on the pitch and on the ball, it's what he does off the pitch and off the ball.
First man running on the pitch. Even though he 60 games last season. 60 games. Incredible.
Mate, 60 games. And for 98% of them, he played 90 minutes. He then got married after the Euros, dealt with what he had to with Christian Eriksen, and he came back for training 2 days early to make sure he was ready for this season. And all right, he went missing against Arsenal, but the only reason he went missing is because Dele and Tanguy were nowhere. And you see him walking and he wasn't running fast. This guy runs and commits. Everyone goes, Dele's covered 11 kilometers. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, what's he covering those kilometers for? Where's he going?
Pierre can run 4 kilometers compared to his 11, and he would have done more in that 4 kilometers than Dele. There is no doubt.
How many kilometers did Berbatov ever run?
You give me a prime Sandro over what we've had from Pierre, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg wins every single time. He is my favourite player. I love, like, literally my 2 favourite players, Gaza, Vertonghen, in my entire Spurs career. I supported them. Pierre is very, very close to being in that trilogy.
Already.
I got a soft spot for Pierre. I got a soft spot.
I love him. I absolutely adore him as well. I do adore him.
No, I like him. It's just the game's changed. That's why I said Sandro, because He was there 4
Put it
years.
this way, for me, Højbjerg is the first name on the team sheet. Forget Son, forget Kane, because without him battling, we're nothing.
I think
Without
you're right.
what he
I think we're
offers-
struggling to get in the top 10 last season.
What-
I think
what
we're
he
struggling to get in
offers-
the top 10 last
What he
season.
does for
without him.
communication, when you watch him, his communication is dedicated. Like when we had 3 corners in a row against Villa, we won a corner because it went off someone, and literally this guy's celebrating like his. You saw when he celebrated. I didn't because I would need to go toilet. Mate, he is literally.
You missed it.
He is
Yeah, no, he
literally.
celebrated near me. I was literally above up because when I saw that goal go in, I nearly like collapsed because of my legs.
He's literally, mate. He is so important. Without him, you got to remember last season. If it weren't for him, he was covering 3 people's work. God knows where he was. Kind of like when we signed Wilson Palacios, and we needed that player to do what he does. But now we've got the added string to his bow that we saw in Denmark, that he can go forward and do more. This guy is so crucial to Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, Son and Kane are the goal getter. Let's take Kane out the window. Son and Mora for his attitude, and it all revolves around Pierre. This guy, and Ollie Skip's doing well because he is next to Pierre. Pierre, all day long. All day long for this bonus round.
Pierre's not afraid to also kick somebody else in the ass and get them going
He
with
said that
them.
in his
You
first
know,
interview. He goes, "I will put my hands around." He goes in the change room. I will have it out. You got to remember, he's been Pep. He was with Pep at Bayern Munich. He's been with Bayern Munich, where he's got a winning mentality. He tried to do what he could at Southampton, and they stripped him of the captaincy because he didn't want to sign it. Whatever. But before that, Bob, he knows what he's trying. But he's trying to pull buttons. He's trying to trigger. But yeah, this guy. Just anyone that hasn't seen it, just go YouTube Højbjerg's first his medical on first Spurs interview, and it just he's backed up everything he said.
He's a young man too. Which people forget too. He's a young man.
25.
He's mature as fuck, and
he's incredible. So I don't know how many bonus points I'm getting for that, because but there's not or if I get any, but there's no doubt in my mind a prime Sandro, or what we've had from Pierre, which I don't think is anywhere near his prime. Pierre, and this guy does not get injured. This guy.
I agree with all of that. I agree with absolutely all of that, but I will say rules are rules, and that was over 2 minutes.
Hey, and I was going to tell y'all that bonus round was not for points. That bonus round was for next time. Next time y'all see Buck, you get a hug.
I'm competitive. Look, I tell you now, you put me on a 5-a-side or 6-a-side pitch, we're not losing. I am competitive, my friend.
Tommy, I'll add up, you're doing pretty good, man.
Over here in England, we say grasses, but over in America, we say snitches. And mate, you are the biggest snitch going on YouTube tonight.
I would,
hey, Tommy,
I would swap my granny, man. I would do the same to my granny to win.
If y'all were playing Monopoly, y'all have Monopoly there.
But look, man,
I'll be right back.
You know what?
I'm gonna run. I'll be right back.
I've got to say, I love Højbjerg. I love you. When I watched the 2 games, even against Chelsea, he was our best player. Watford, he was incredible. Incredible. He's even shown his passing range against Watford. If he gets the space and people help him out in centre midfield, he will pass the ball as well. He's more of an attacking mid for Bayern Munich when he was young. Pep adored him. When Southampton signed him from Bayern Munich, he was like, they've got someone here. They've got someone here. If he wasn't at Man City with the talent they have, he probably would have signed him at most other clubs. But yeah, Højbjerg. What a man. Future captain. I would give him the captain's armband now. I'll give him it now.
Jamie, real quick, Jamie's been wanting to talk, and I'd love to hear what he has to say.
Hugo Lloris has just won another trophy of France. So
add that to the collection. Add that to the collection of trophies. Yeah.
Hey, but he does that man deserves a trophy if anybody ever did.
I reckon it's just going to be his final season. For some reason.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling too. We ain't heard too much about a contract or negotiations or any such.
Don't blame him.
There's such business.
You go. I'll clap you off, mate. Thank you for your service.
Hey,
you don't deserve this. Piss off.
He's been a loyal man.
He's won more trophies for France than Tottenham.
Kim says, "Do you all remember the time Sandro drove the team coach to Craven Cottage?" I'm not sure I'm remembering that.
But I've got to say big up to Kim D.
Kim D, I'd love to have you on the show, Kim. I'm actually going to throw the link up in the chat.
I want to big up Kim because I've only known her for 2 weeks and I've met her a good few times. She is such a diamond. She is such a great girl. She was with us at the David Ginola thing. Me and Bob Spur went to do a stream with her and an amazing dad Arthur. Two incredible. Again, this is what good social media can do with YouTube and everything. With the Spurs, like we've all met through our Spurs community and whatever. And this is the good that social media can do, and it can throw people up in like Kim and Arthur that are just genuine, incredible people as well as passionate Spurs fans. And do you know what? Like I said, I've been pissed off with the protest and lack of people, but what I have been able to do is meet some incredible people and be with some incredible people. And Kim B and Arthur are right up there, right up there.
Great addition to the Spurs family. Yeah? I think just a brilliant addition to the Spurs family.
And I just want to say too, on behalf of Colin, I know he talks about it to me a lot, Buck, that he's real glad to be a part of this family too. He feels real at home and like he's made real friends. And
I was going to say, I like Colin, but this Buck guy, I think he's a bit of a cheat with his points.
Hey, he's got a system. I got a system here.
What's the system? Letting Tommy win.
No, Tommy.
What? I'm losing somehow. I wouldn't deduct myself.
Hey, where's the leaderboard?
I deduct.
We need to see the leaderboard to see what the scores are.
This is the last question of the first half. Then I'll tally up the points and I'll tell y'all where we're at.
Okay, let's go. Who we got?
Let's go.
BD, you'll be first again as per usual. Victor Wanyama.
I love that man. I love that man.
Oh, we got to re-roll.
Please be a shit player because I love Victor.
Oh,
my God.
You got your wish here, buddy.
No, that's not. No. That's not. I haven't got my wish at all. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. So I'm going first, okay?
Yes, your clock has started, my friend.
Okay. So I am unfortunately going to send Gomez to West Ham. But Gomez, I want to thank because the first season we got Champions League, especially against Arsenal when Danny Rose scored that volley. He made 3 of the best saves I've ever seen in my life. And one was from a Robin Percy fan free kick where he didn't even see. It was one of the greatest things. But I've loved Victor Wanyama since he was at Celtic. And that season that we had where we came second, him and Dembele, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Wanyama, for me, that season was our player of the season. He was like, you could see it, Dembele try and take 3 players on, whatever, and just move them away. These guys he just swatted them like flies. There's people trying to hold his shirt. He was a tank and he was so creative as well. And I just wish we'd had 1 or 2 more seasons or signed him earlier, but a certain parasite wouldn't. Victor Wanyama. So when I sat in a box, my first ever box through Danny Rose's dad, it was his home debut against Crystal Palace. 1-0, 86-minute header, I reckon. It was 86. Victor Wanyama. This guy was incredible. And without a doubt, Victor Wanyama.
And my friend, that's one heck of an answer, and you still got time left on the clock, which is something to say because I know you as a friend, and you talk. You're very good at talking, and you sometimes talk a long time, but you didn't even use your full 2 minutes, and that I think shows how true you are in your convictions and your love for a certain Victor Wanyama. I really liked your dig into why Aurelio Gomez has value intrinsically to our club, what he has done for us in the past. But I think that's a 35-point answer if I ever heard one. It's 35 right there. And that's gonna
Can I go next?
Yeah, but we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know if this is going to be like a 50-point average round.
I'm just doing the math, and I was working on it pretty hard while he was going. I was tired. I would tick off boxes, as he would say, and then you add up the numbers and the letters, and then you get a number. It's all here. Jamie, you can go next, bud.
I'm gonna go next. Every time I go last, I seem to get less points.
It's bad. It's not a good thing. Yeah.
Another cigarette camera off.
I'm going to say, Victor Wanyama, like he was a beast in midfield with Moussa Dembele. The goal that he scored against Liverpool. Also scoring.
Oh man, that goal! I think that ball's still probably floating around the atmosphere somewhere.
That one.
It went through the net.
Crystal Palace. when we won 1-0, and then obviously scoring in the final game at White Hart Lane as well. So
That's a beautiful thing. That's a great memory to bring up because
it was,
that was
and also the best tweet he did as well. Like, he goes, "I just tried spaghetti and I liked it." I remember
yeah,
that tweet.
it was nice.
It's nice.
It's
So,
nice.
yeah, Wanyama for me all day long.
Points for spaghetti. Points for bringing up the last game at White Hart Lane. Man, that's gonna be Jesus. Let me do a little more tally and make sure this is right because that doesn't seem like that could be possible. No, Jamie, it's a 45. That's a 45 pointer right there. And it's
Whoa.
like, and
it was a good one. It was good. I like the spaghetti. I like the spaghetti bit.
I had to chuck that in there.
It was real good.
It's very
It was real
nice.
good. He liked it. I liked it. It was nice. I liked his answers. I liked it. Anyway, so that's another one we're sending Herilio. All right. Well, next we're gonna go with the Tomster. What have you got to say, sir?
Right, Gomez, the octopus. I remember his nickname was the octopus. He was tall. He was 6'2", but his arms were completely out of ratio. They were ridiculous. I swear to God, I watched him once, and he was literally, his arms were resting on the crossbar. They were so big. His arms was just crazy. So we should never have signed him, though. We should never have signed Gomez. What we used to do back in the day, we used to scout players. PSV.
Yeah.
We used to scout players when other teams beat us. We'd just buy their players. So PSV knocked us out the previous season, and I think they conceded 3. Yeah, I think they conceded 3 goals, and the 3 goals they conceded is when Gomez came out and completely missed the ball. So he was shocking at corners coming out for balls, absolutely hopeless. But he was a little. He had a bit of I don't want to talk about a bit of the they shouldn't come up, but a bit of Jens Lehmann about him. Just if you got in the box, like as an attacking player, just punch you. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't take any shit, Gomez. He was a shit house keeper. You don't see them that often. So that in my estimation, that puts him up there. But Wanyama every day. That Liverpool goal, it's one of the few goals I was like blinking. I was like, did this just happen? Not just because it was Wanyama and he did score the goals.
Were you at the match?
No, man. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I've only been to one Spurs Liverpool game, and that was when we beat them, smashed them 4-1.
Oh, Wembley.
So we need to get you more of them. We need to get you more of them matches because I'd love to smash them that by that ratio again. So maybe we'll just get you over there.
That's when we were good.
Hey man, we're good still. All right, we're just going. It's a slump. Give Nuno some time.
And another player that loved Spurs.
Yeah.
And as jobs worth as I am, I can see the 2 minutes is coming up. So Gomez out, Wanyama in.
You're a good man, sir. And for that, you're just, man, I can't be.
If he gets 46 points, I'm gonna be.
No, it's 43, but I still don't know how. You guys have been doing great.
That's how I'm not bitching about my 35 people, Tommy.
I know. I know it.
I'm trying to figure out the algorithms as we go. I am.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You've improved. You're doing good.
I feel like Buck is just got 2
Buck.
dice and just chucking them in, whatever they land on.
No, it's kind of it's a lot tougher. It's tough. I'm in a bad. I seem like a bad guy, and I'm just doing my job over here.
You've got bingo balls, and whatever number comes up, you just say, "Yeah, there you go."
I got a partner. He's a black lab. He's a good dog, and he picks numbers. He's been telling me what y'all. He's a good hunting dog. I take him out and go hunting. And
you do like hunting down south, don't you?
We
do like hunting down south.
But Funkley gets out and he goes hunting when it's the right season to do so. If the law enforcement are listening. But anyways, back to the question at hand. We've got Tottenham, who's yet to give an answer, and I'm not sure if you know either of these dudes very good.
I'm going to shock a few people, but I'm going to say this: Big Dick Vic, and that's it.
Boom. All right. Well, mic drop on that. And I that's something I haven't had to do many shock points yet, and I forget. I got to check my.
Hey, I agree with you all. That Liverpool goal was a thing of beauty that I will never forget.
Yeah.
I gotta
for your shock posts and your shock points. per my chart, you get a 69 on that one.
Whoa!
So 60, I think it's something about.
Is that something? Is there something sexual there with Wanyama? Is that what the 69 is?
I mean,
anyway.
I don't.
Oh, she did say big Vic.
Dicks
Dicks
were mentioned, and it's like I said, it's all. I wish you guys could read it. It's
no. I trust these algorithms actually because I know why Brian got left.
I'm pretty sure the
Wanyama
algorithm
goal.
is a bunch of points in a sock hat that he reaches in and just grabs.
No, I think there's something more. I think I'm sticking up for Buck. I think Brian got the list that time because he didn't mention the Wanyama goal. That's why.
Well, I did. I mentioned I was there in the box for his debut goal, first game, home game, but I didn't mention the Liverpool goal. So again, Tommy, you're trying.
No, I'm helping you out, brother. I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out, man. I'm saying mention the goals. Mention the goals.
And real quick, I want y'all to tell me one at a time. I've got to tally up some numbers here, and just actually to fill up just this tiny hole we've got in time. Can I just hear your favorite Spurs goal ever, starting with Tottenham that you've seen?
Favorite Spurs goal ever? Damn.
That you've seen while you've been watching it, like you're watching the match, you've seen it.
I'm gonna have to go with Lucas Moura's third in the semifinal of the Champions League. I mean, hell, can you beat that?
I should have made that one off limits, but
you should have because for nothing more than the how could it possibly happen factor. You know, I'm going with that one.
All right. Tommy, what do you get? What's yours that you've been watching for? You can't repeat what another person has said either.
That's fair.
Cool. That's cool. I'm not going with that. Mine is similar in terms of it may have not been the most spectacular, but it meant a lot for me. So back in the day, 2004, I think 2005, we were not a Champions League chasing team, but West Ham. This is perfect actually because it was against West Ham. So Berbatov on the line, on the box, on the line. He somehow two players on each near post, far post, literally outside the box. He had to get it up and over, and he's hit it into the near post, got it over the defender, and it brought us back into the game 3-3. I think we were 2-0 down. It brought us back into it 3-3. Unbelievable goal. The scenes were unbelievable. I've got so many West Ham fans. I was going nuts, and it led to the late style Terry goal. We won that game 4-3 somehow in the 93rd minute, having been 2-0 down to Mark Noble's goal. I was on cloud 3 million. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. But watch that goal. If you haven't seen that goal, the space. Do you know the free kick? You've got to get up and over quick, and the space he had in that near post, incredible player. He shouldn't have even been taking free kicks. Why is Berbatov taking free kicks? It's ridiculous. But it's just chill demeanor, bosh, unbelievable.
That's a great answer right there. I was talking kind of funny for a second. That was weird. But Jamie, what's the best Spurs goal you've seen while you've been watching?
This is tough because I've been a Spurs fan for nearly 30 years coming up in my birthday. So it's been so many. But for me, probably Van der Vaart's goal against Arsenal. When the ball came in, he crossed it, we chested it, and it went into the. No, not the penalty. The one when we beat them, was it 2-1 at the Lane? He's chested it, and we went to the bottom right hand corner against Jens Lehmann. Only saying because obviously I met Van der Vaart last Sunday.
I'd seen that. That looked like it must have been a good time. Was he a nice fellow? I never.
Third time's a charm because I saw him twice at a training ground and he ignored me. So I finally got him this time. So
he must have thought you were cooler. Were you wearing something cool? Were you looking cool?
No, I run down five levels to run down to get a picture of him. So
dang, he was like respect on that, brother.
Well, I spoke to Miles. He's the guy who does the half times, and I asked him if he could pop over, so he sent him over to me.
Well, how you got connections like that? What'd you do?
I've met Miles a couple of times when I got to the game, so I follow him on Instagram. So
all right.
I shouted out to him, and he sent Van der Vaart over. But yeah, probably the win against Arsenal when Van der Vaart. That's when we had proper Crouchy and Van der Vaart.
Oh, that partnership was wonderful, wasn't it? It was like Berbatov and Keane.
I remember the ball came in. I think it was Van der Vaart's first goal was against Villa. Was it 4-1?
He scored 2 against Villa.
Yeah, the header came down and he literally just banged it with his right foot So, but yeah, probably the goal against the Scum.
That's a dang good one too. Bride Day, what do you got to say?
I'm very happy we're not allowed to say Bob Spurs not here because we both would say the same, and I can see he said it in the comments. Is Gascoigne going to have a crack? He is, always say brilliant. That is schoolboy's own stuff. I bet even he didn't expect it. Paul Gascoigne, 35-yard free kick, the first ever semi-final at Wembley.
Yeah.
Spurs v Arsenal. Arsenal were miles ahead to do the double. If Spurs didn't win the FA Cup, there would be no Tottenham. Paul Gascoigne, who everyone knows, I can wax lyrical. I could do a stream for 48 hours talking about the wonder that is Gaza. That FA Cup run, he set up Paul Stewart with a free kick against Blackpool. We then beat Oxford 4-2. He scored 2 and had 2 assists. We then beat Portsmouth 2-1. He scored both goals. In the quarter-final at home, he had given a bad ball away to go 1-0 down, but he scored the winner 2-1. Then went into a hernia operation, came back, and if you watch the first 10 minutes of that game, I've never seen a player single-handedly destroy a team in 10 minutes. Without a doubt, there is no goal that will be scored ever again in my whole life at Tottenham that will ever take away the number one greatest goal, and it is Paul Gascoigne, free kick, 1991, Spurs Arsenal. End of story.
Not only that,
And Mark Swift said it as well.
Remember at the end, like he's interviewed and he goes, "I've got to pick up my suit."
Away to get my suit measured, because that's the thing. Paul Merson was banging on out. They're all going to get their suits measured, and he literally single-handedly. And then obviously the final is a different story. But do you know what, Bryce? That is my favourite Harry Kane goal of all time. That header in his first North London derby. The way he took that header.
The mask.
It was
No, not the mask, not the curler. It was the season before when we beat them 2-1. And it was his first North London derby. And he scored that header where he's leaning back when Bentaleb crossed and he headed it back that way. And the best thing about that goal,
that's a name.
The thing I love about that goal as well, like Beckham did with his free kick against Greece, I love it when you see the angles where they're going off and celebrating before the ball hits the net. That header, to me, is the greatest header I've ever seen, ever seen.
There was a lot of mustard on that one for sure. He put a lot of mustard on it.
Such a great header, and on your first North London derby to score both goals. What Roy the Rovers?
He just gets it. He just gets it,
But nothing will take away from Gaza.
Bryce says he takes it back. The Kane goal against Sydney FC. You were at the game in Australia. Man, you got the whole family there, and Harry was going to be special. You knew it. You knew Harry was going to be special then. Bryce, that's a great one. I'm glad you got to share that moment with your family. I'm glad you're getting to share this moment with us, your Spurs family, here on Talking Ball. Like and subscribe, please. All right, everybody. So I've got the tabulations. Are you ready to hear your scores so far? Everyone ready? Drum roll. Let's get a drum roll. All right. So first we got Mom coming in last, but not by much. She's at 104. Then next up, second to last, we got Jamie at 109. Then in second place, we got BD. He's got 111. And that's BD, everybody, not VD. It's different.
Yes.
And then we've also got in first place, we got Thomas. Tommy. He's not Thomas.
I'm in Sandro Kung Fu spirit right now.
He's got 119. So he's got a slight lead over Brian, but only by 8, and that's really nothing.
How is he 10 points more than me?
It's an algorithm. It's tough. There's a lot of.
I've worked out your algorithm.
It's so random.
I think
it's I think it's like goal divided by time plus nostalgia squared. Maybe I don't know.
You're really close.
Brackets
really
X
close.
plus
Stay.
X
stop,
plus
stop.
mentioned
Hey,
goal scored.
Don't give it away. Don't give it all away.
Give it away. No. Give it away now.
How much of that song can we sing before we're in trouble? Because I love that. I love me some Red Hot.
We can sing it. We just can't play it.
Oh, all right.
That's true.
Give it away. Give it away now.
Now you become British.
I know.
Give it away. Give it away.
Give it away. The accent gets kind of hard after a while. I just kind of, you know, it's tough. But are you guys ready? I feel like we've just been kind of goofing off, and that ain't the thing to do. So we're going again, and this time Tommy is our first.
Let's do this.
Your boy, your man, Harry
Actually-
Winks.
I'm
Oh,
actually
this place has to be really shit to.
I don't know if it's Harry Winks.
Oh, this almost shouldn't even count.
Oh, mate, this is
Well,
like
jeez.
I know it. It's Ledley King versus Harry Winks. I almost want to roll again, guys.
Man, this is
This
going to be
is
a
like-
tough one.
Let's
this is
keep going.
like this is like corned beef and beef brisket. This is just man.
corned
this
beef
is-
and beef brisket.
I
the same
said it
time.
earlier. My idol, Robbie Keane, Ledley King, because it was my generation. Oh my
Right.
God, what a beautiful player! What an absolutely beautiful
I'm going to
player.
try to make this a little more fun. I'm going to give this a second spin, and it's going to be Ledley King and then someone else because that was just bad.
He still wins unless you got Robbie
Oh.
Keane.
This
Oh,
is
Leon Gill.
let's-
Quality.
let's-
I've watched him in the highlights actually. I saw him in a game the other day. I was watching some highlight. Oh, it was Fernando Torres's 100 goals, and one of them was against
Can I
Spurs.
just say one thing, Buck? I think with Ledley King, you're going to have to keep spinning until an actual legend comes up
right.
because it's just not even. It's not even a. It's just
Especially with me.
Let's
I just love the
pick,
man.
Let's just pick one out. And
Ledley King
really,
or Sonny?
no, I was gonna just hurt Tommy's feelings real bad, and I was gonna say Ledley King or Robbie Keane.
Oh, see, that's
You
difficult
know
for
what?
me.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All
That
right,
is-
and
oh.
I'm gonna hey, whenever you're ready to start, tell me. I'll put the 2. I got the 2 minutes right here, ready to go. So let's go. You
Oh, I've
ready?
never had to make this
His soul
decision
might
because
his soul may break in two, and how will we live with that?
it's
We'll
like
try-
it's like one striker and a centre back, and it's difficult. Oh, it's so difficult.
That's the best
Oh.
right there. All right. Here we go. Clock starts now.
Do you know what it is? Robbie Keane, when I was proper into starting like supporting Spurs, he was still a signing that was announced at half time. So we were playing the game. He was announced end of the I think it's end of August, and it was such a big deal because we didn't have the transfer rumor, we didn't have the social media. It was CFAX. For us, it was CFAX. That's how we found out who we signed. So he's like £5 million Keane. Striker, I was like, oh my God, his celebration was stunning. Fire. His partnership with Berbatov, fire. The only depressing thing with Ledley King is he did actually go to West Ham. Robbie Keane. He did actually go to West Ham. He spent a little bit of time at West Ham. So that is, for that reason, Ledley King wins. A captain by, not by shouting, a captain by the way he conducted himself. And oh my God, what a crazy, crazy player. Neil Warnock once sold a centre-back. He came to a club because he didn't get enough yellow cards in the season. He was like, he's gone. Leon Court at Stoke. He got rid of him. I think it was
For like
Stoke.
not being aggressive enough.
And Ledley King, I tell you what, Ledley King didn't get many yellow cards. In his whole career, he didn't get many yellow cards at all. And I was always against that. If you're a centre-back, you need to get yellow cards. You need to put your foot in.
There's
But
times where you need to, yeah.
He was above centre-backs. He was above everyone else. He was just on another level. He didn't have to make those late challenges. He was just there. Every time he was there. What a player. What a man. And unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, the only reason he didn't get the managerial job, I heard, was because when Mason got it, was because he didn't have his coaching licenses or coaching badges, which I wasn't aware of until now. Until a few weeks back. So, I'm sure he would have got it because what a player. What a man.
If anybody can get the boys fired up, it seems like it'd be all Ledley. That's for sure. That's
the most talented player, the most naturally talented player I've seen.
Oh,
I've
2
seen
minutes is up. 2 minutes is up.
Oh, no, he gets
you went
deducted
1 second.
points.
You went 1 second over, so you do get deducted. Sorry, time.
No, yeah, that's 1 point though. Surely it's one.
Yeah, so you were at
Right,
you were at a
okay.
30. You're at a 30, and now you're at a 29 on that one. You're at 29 on that one, which is
I'm not
good.
impressed. I'm not impressed.
But who
That's
did you
a
actually choose? Who's going West Ham?
He's saying that he's sending.
King's got to go West Ham. King's got to go
Mr.
West
Guns to
Ham.
West Ham, and he's just going back. He's going to be amongst
And he did
friends.
sort of leave us for Liverpool as well.
He did come back,
was
though.
kind of a butt for
Yeah.
sure. So next we're going. Hold on, let me throw this back up. It made it easier. So next we're going Mom. What you got?
You want on those two?
Yeah, on those two.
I'm going
King.
Ledley because he's a peach of a human being. He's such a fine. What's the word I'm looking for here? Ambassador for the
Specimen?
club.
He's kind of a he's a dandy.
He's such a fine human being. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who could play ball, but they are not great people. But I feel like Ledley is a great man, and I'm proud to have him as part of the club. And
well, god dang, you almost brought a tear to my eye. That was a nice answer.
That do I get lots of points for that one?
I don't know. I got to check.
20. I get 20.
No, probably more. I got to check if there's.
Did you see that Bryce said that he should be leading because he got 3,000 points on that one question?
I mean, Bryce, you are in first place, my guy. Everyone else is just competing.
Tommy's not going to be happy about that though.
So.
I think I'm going to get. I'm getting stitched up here either way now. I reckon I'm getting stitched up here either way.
You get 25 on that one, Top Mom. 25 points for your answer. You're lacking in a couple of areas where the algorithm really hits, because you also hit in with the tears that I almost had and the memories and the emotions that you brought up.
And Ledley's. It's not his fault. His knees gave out.
And that's. I wish I could give you any more points for that, but I can't because you're done. But Jamie,
yeah,
who are you keeping out of them two?
Ledley King all day. Ledley Brenton King, born in Bow in 1980, wasn't that far from me. So
he's definitely looked that up. No, he's definitely looked that up. Come off it.
True Tottenham captain, scored 10 goals for Spurs. Fastest Spurs goal ever was against.
Don't have him on your big old Spurs quiz because he might. Just
he scored the fastest goal. Was it 10 seconds against Bradford? So true captain. Loves the club. Still at the club. So yeah, Ledley all day long. I love Keane, but
yeah,
Ledley's the captain. He's the king of White Hart Lane.
Yeah, Ledley. Yeah, and I'd agree with that. And that puts you right on par there with Tom.
And that was under 2 minutes, Tommy.
So you got 30 to his 29, unfortunately, Tommy, and I'm sorry about that. I can see you're kind of upset with me, but it's merely a system of points. It's merely.
I forgot about the fastest goal, to be fair. So that's big time from Jamie.
But we've also, and Jamie knew a ton there, a ton. He had facts out the yin yang, and I think Brian Daigle though is going to compel us maybe with a story or two, or maybe a moment in time. I'm not sure. What have you got to say, Brian?
Well, Ledley King stays all day long. Ledley King, doesn't matter who he played alongside, he made them a better player. No matter who was alongside him, they were 50% better because Ledley was there. Thierry Henry has said he was the hardest player he's ever played against. And this is a guy with one knee. This is a guy who didn't used to train, used to be in the swimming pool. Harry Redknapp famously says, I used to say, Friday, can you play? He'd say yes, and he'd be man of the match. This guy didn't train like other people did. And a lot of people, especially here in England, know about an iconic tackle by Bobby Moore on Pele in the 1970 World Cup.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see the greatest tackle in living memory, just type in Ledley King versus Iron Robben at home to Chelsea, where he was 10 yards behind him, and a guy with one knee made, without doubt, the greatest tackle I've ever seen in my life. And like I said with Gazza's goal, nothing will ever beat this. This is a guy with one knee who dedicated his career.
Right. Hey, we've timed, but guess what? You hit all the points I wanted to hit on. You said the things that were really we needed to hear, which was that tackle against Iron Robben. It was the fact that he couldn't even train. He was going and training by himself, and he would still play. And by the time he was done, you didn't say this, but his knee would be like this. It'd be big and it'd be swollen and he'd be hurting, but he would play his heart out. And you mentioned that, and I give you 35 on that round. That's a 35 for you on that one, my friend. And
well, thank you, sir.
I thank you. I thank you
Although on the last round I got 35 and it was the lowest, so I've just given the best answer. I've got the same as the lowest answer. So yeah,
but relative to the other answers, you are ahead.
Well, that's right. Okay, then I'll shut my mouth.
No, hey, no. I like no. You don't have to.
This
Not
game
even a
is
bit.
so weird.
It's so brilliant at the same time.
It is.
We're just spinning. We're just getting in. But Bob Spur
Spin that wheel.
had a funny comment there. But Kyle Walker.
Okay.
I kind of forgot about old Kyle, but he's bringing back a lot of memories to me now, Kyle. And we got next up, Toby Alderweireld.
Oh shit balls!
And we're gonna go back to our original first time order, straight down. So right below me, right down here, the talented, the fact man, Mr. Jamie.
Oh, this is such a hard one.
Talking Tottenham
Oh my
TV.
God.
Let me get my timer. Sorry, I want this to be as official as I can make it.
Okay, I'm going to talk quite quick then. So
and we're going right now. Go.
Okay, I'm going to have to say Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker to keep or to go to West Ham?
To keep, because he was so good with Danny Rose. Everyone couldn't play against us properly, because we were just such attacking. And I remember that goal that Kyle Walker won 1-0 win at White Hart Lane against Arsenal, that thunderbolt. Yes, I'm gonna say Kyle Walker. I love Toby. He scored. Did he score on his debut against Man City for Spurs? I can't remember if it was.
No, but he gave a penalty away on his home debut against Stoke, and I was there.
Oh, okay. But I remember he scored against City. Though. I didn't remember we beat them. Was it 4-1? So, yeah. I'm going to be quick, so I don't want to run out of time. So I'm going to say Kyle Walker, just because of that goal against Arsenal.
You still got a minute and 16 seconds, but yeah, no. You gave a great concise answer. You really hit on why you loved the guy, and
such a hard one now. That one.
It was real tough. It was real tough. I feel like I'm just going to go off on a bit of a tangent before I give your score, but I feel like we kind of have regressed as a team, and I feel like it really started when Kyle Walker took his exit and asked for his walking papers and made that move. We never really replaced him. We never really got.
But we still haven't replaced Moussa Dembele, so.
But our system was very dependent on those fullbacks being elite. And I think we let go of an elite fullback, and we've been trying to fill that position with less than elite players. And I think Kyle Walker's skill set is something that's pretty unique. His strength combined.
The only thing that annoyed me was that Pep Guardiola said that Spurs were so hard to play against with Danny Rose and Kyle Walker, and Levy said he would never sell to a rival.
Don't.
I know, I'm just saying, and then he sold for 50 million. Kyle Walker over, so that still gets me.
You can't get points for that, surely. That was after.
No, that didn't factor into his points. No, it didn't factor into his
wow,
points.
Mr. Competitive.
This season, what am I saying? This round is a little different. 40 points is going to be the answer that you have here.
Yes.
And so yeah, Jamie, 40 points. You setting the bar real high. I don't know if it's going to be. But,
don't worry. Tommy get 44.
Tommy, just do your best. All right.
Right. For me, it's not even. There's nothing there. People, I am not one of Toby's biggest fans. That is for sure.
Really?
Like Brian said with Ledley King, he made centre backs look better. I think Vertonghen done exactly the same. And I think Vertonghen was the world-class player there. Vertonghen was the world-class player. Toby was very good, but it was all about Toby for me. He disrespected his club as well, Toby. I don't care what anybody says. He did not sign his contract for 3 years. He didn't sign his contract because he felt a bigger club was going to come in for him. He felt he was world-class. He felt he was better than Vertonghen. And he didn't sign his contract for 3 years. He had a weird stipulation in his contract. The year before his contract ended, he had a minimum release fee. So any club could sign him for £25 million the season before his contract ran out. That's why he let his contract go. He felt like he was going to get a world-class team. He felt he was going to get a world-class team. Nobody came in for him. Roma were the only club linked. So he thought he was world-class, but nobody else did, quite frankly. Maybe he was a little bit too old at that time. And then on Spurs All or Nothing, he's got his nice hair, trimmed back, gel back.
I'll just let you know you're 1 minute to go.
Okay, gel, prim back. Oh, I'll sign a new contract. happy, smiley faces on Spurs are all or nothing with his family. Nobody wanted him. It's as simple as that. Vertonghen was double the player Toby was. Kyle Walker, unbelievable right back. The best right back we've ever had. I don't think we've had a better right back in the history of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. He was that good. And the fact that we never replaced him, it's difficult, but I'm not surprised because he was that good. What we've done at right back is ridiculous with Trippier.
He was good with Danny Rose as well.
Yeah, Walker stays. Toby, on your bike, mate.
But that's more than 2 minutes, surely.
Nope. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh,
that's what
2 minutes.
2
minutes is kind of a long. 2 minutes is kind of a long time.
I felt like it was 2 minutes,
but it's kind of a long. I might have made it a little too long. But all right, we got your vote here, and that was one heck of an answer. And it's pretty much been agreed though that Kyle Walker is the superior player. But math and algorithms kind of dictate my life here, and you're gonna get. It's weird, Jamie. Did you say 44?
I said 44.
44. I can't even believe that.
I should get bonus points.
These scores are bogus, dude.
No, I wish they were. But
can I not get a bonus point for saying exactly 44?
Yeah.
Oh my God! The people trying to get points on this game.
No.
All right. No, I'm being pushed around. You can't have any. Jamie, we're friends. You know that outside of this game, we're friends, but I can't let that influence.
I gave you my number and everything, and this.
People, we don't want. My wife watches this, Jamie. All right,
that's fine.
I don't want her to know. I don't want her to know that you gave me your number. But all right, so
wait.
It's your turn. I just wanted to remind you, it's Toby Alderweireld versus.
There was a time in my life where Kyle Walker was maybe my favorite player, and I still think he was.
And then you heard
one
his
of
voice
the most.
And you were like, "What?"
You are the one that always talks about his voice being girly. But let me say this. He's a dick. I mean, the person he turned out to be, I just don't care for. But if we're going by pure talent, he's got it over Toby by far. I mean, Toby, and I disagree with Tommy. I kind of like Toby as a human being, and I guess it's because of following him on Instagram, and he seems like a good guy and all, but I do agree with him. He could have easily signed a damn contract for us and not drug it out and been and I understand, and the partnership between him and Jan was amazing, and perhaps Jan was the one that was, pulling him along, but Toby could run and he could intercept balls, and he was really good, but he didn't have the outstanding speed and feistiness that Kyle Walker had. So for that reason, I'm going to keep Kyle and toss Toby, even though I think he's a dickhead. Just saying.
Well, it seems unanimous. West Ham, I just want to let everybody know kind of where West Ham have been at. So West Ham have some new additions to their squad so far today, courtesy of my panel here.
Did Brian get the answer?
He didn't yet. Nope, not yet. But I'm not letting him. I just want everyone
Brian's
to know.
ready.
You're not letting him. What?
I'm not letting him.
Oh,
it's a double negative.
No.
Brian, I'm sorry. You can go. You just go ahead right now, man.
Okay. So for me, it's the full house. Kyle Walker stays. Kyle Walker running down that right side was a thing of beauty. I've never seen someone so fast. He always gave passion and commitment. And people got to remember, the reason Kyle Walker wanted to leave is he'd been with us for 8 years, giving us 8 years of service, and he specifically said, "I want to go back north. I'm getting a bit homesick. I want to go up and be near my family." And he did that. Toby Alderweireld said that at the end of his contract, he's going back to Belgium because he wants to get his family back in Belgium and bring them up in Belgium. And last time I checked, Abu Dhabi is not in Belgium. So the guy followed the money. Kyle Walker gave us 8 years of incredible service. Yeah, he made the odd mistake, but his pace and his understanding, especially Prime Poch, was unbelievable. And the fact that he said, "I want to go home," or up north, 8 years of service, winning nothing, and someone like Man City come along with Pep, you're going to go. And I can't begrudge him that because he gave us excellent service and was never a problem apart from Oh no, it weren't a problem apart from when he said he wanted to go because he wanted to go home, and we were losing the best right back in Europe.
It hurt. I'll
But for
tell you
me-
that. It hurt losing him.
And for me, like I said, he said he wanted to go back to up north, and he did. Whereas one person said he wanted to take his home
10
to
seconds.
Belgium, and ended up in Abu Dhabi.
And that's a huge point you hit on there. He wanted that traditional Belgian upbringing, were his words. And as a Southern man, I can understand wanting tradition and a good upbringing for your kinfolk. But he's a bit of a liar, it turns out, there, because he didn't do what he said he was going to do. Like you said, Kyle Walker was excellent. He was so great, Kyle Walker. Daigle,
Those were the days.
you got me upset. I'm thinking about those days, and I'm just sad. I'm adding up your points now, though, my man.
48. I reckon he got 48.
No, it's
40,
47.
42.
It's
Did I-
47. It's
Oh,
Did I
47.
get any points?
Yeah, you did. You got points. 38.
Oh.
You got lowest
Pretty
of that
close.
round, but it was still good. 38.
It's pretty close.
But hey, what's Bryce talking about here? Did Walker have like a sexual tape get leaked? He said there was a certain.
Didn't he have
tape.
hookers at a party during COVID lockdown or something
That
like
might
that?
be.
And
That
allegedly,
might
yeah.
be-
Didn't he?
He's also doing
Didn't he do
balloons,
something with an
remember?
exhaust? An exhaust.
I don't.
Breathe- fuse
Mate,
for an exhaust.
now I'm getting
He-
concerned.
he
You
was
with your
doing
bloody
he was doing
Jack Santini
balloons.
things, and now exhaust.
No, there was something. There was something with Kyle Walker. I don't know.
I
mean,
know
back
I
in-
he-
swear he had
I'm still
hookers at a
listening.
COVID party or something.
He was doing nitrous balloons at a bar one time, and people were none too happy about that one. I know that kind of upset some folk. But Bryce,
I
we're on
remember
a-
there was one video, but I'm not going to say it on here. I'll say it in the back group. But I remember
Okay,
hearing
yeah,
about that.
maybe I kind of think I remember too. It involved like I'm gonna just say like a body part, like, and then also like somebody's mouth or something, maybe. Or something. Might have been the video. I thought it was. I don't know. Oh,
Are you talking the deli video?
whoa,
Yeah,
Bryce.
That's the one I was. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Whoa, all right, Bryce. My bad. I should read things before I throw them up.
Oh man, oh man.
Yeah,
And it was
the
during
video.
lockdown, wasn't it? It was during lockdown, wasn't it, Cole?
Do you see that?
Party or whatever.
Do you see that comment though from Bryce? There,
That's the one I was talking
Tommy?
about.
I didn't see it. I'm in full screen, so.
Oh yeah. If you just zoom out for a second, you see a wild one there from Bryce.
Oh, what, about the dog? My wife is.
Yeah. Yeah.
David
Wow, I
the dog,
never-
David the dog.
I'd never heard about that, and I'm not gonna Google it later. But anyway,
Yeah, let's leave the bestiality to one side. Let's leave that to one side.
Yeah.
yeah. That,
Man,
to the well.
this show has had it all, man. We've talked hookers,
we've got it all.
we've talked bestiality, we've talked
and
underage
to remind-
people.
and
We've
just to
been
remind everybody-
everywhere.
And just kind of to remind everybody what's happening, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this.
And you know, just to go along with our conversation, that guy is definitely a creeper.
I wouldn't trust my kids around him. I wouldn't put them in, near school or anything like that.
Ugh.
I also know another guy though, goes by the name of Spunk. I'm not gonna say his last name so he don't get in trouble. With
Yeah,
the
that didn't go down too well. Yeah, that didn't go down too well. People
What?
didn't get spunk, but he's been detained, so don't worry about it.
Oh, he's not coming. I thought he's coming back.
No, he's got a life sentence. I'm not going to go into that. Something to do with baby oil and a horse. So there's bestiality
Wow.
there. There's bestiality there.
Okay,
Okay.
changing subject.
Leave that all with Spunk then. But we've got two more questions, and I just want to tell you the points are doubled here.
Oh,
So
so I'm still in the game.
you're still in the game, But so
Spin
far,
that wheel.
we've given West Ham, Adebayor, Nico, Gilfie, Gomez, Keane, Kyle Walker.
No, we're keeping Kyle, weren't we?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Toby.
I'm Toby Alderweireld. Thank you, guys. That was a test, and y'all passed.
West Ham's looking pretty good, man.
Tommy says his device is not connected. Well, guess what? If he ain't here, he might not get the points.
Oh, he'll be back.
We're going for
Let him back
another
in.
roll. If he comes, I will. We're going for another roll, everybody. Hold on to your hats and your valuables because this ride is a going. Stevie B, young Steven Berglund versus Sol Campbell's come up. Sol Campbell's come up. Tommy's
By the way,
back.
where's Tommy gone?
Shit balls.
There he is.
Sol Campbell has come up, and that means everyone loses 35 points, and we go to another
Can you hear me?
round.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can
I
you
hear
hear us,
Tommy.
sir?
My camera's gone, but
Can you hear us, sir? We're on the second to last question, and Sol Campbell popped up, which means everyone loses 35 points.
Wah, wah.
How have we lost points for someone that comes up on your game?
Yeah,
as
that's
long
not
as it's
fair.
even.
Yeah,
I'm happy with
Brian.
that.
That's not fair.
Everyone lost the same amount. It's Sol Campbell. I mean, I didn't want him to come up. I don't want that shite on here.
You
Right.
put him
I
on
don't-
the
I don't
wheel.
even think we
You
need
put
to-
him on the wheel.
For anyone can have too much of a go. Oh, nope. We ain't doing him again.
So we're still using Bergwijn?
Nope. New one now. It's Nabil Bentaleb.
Okay.
Nabil versus
Ooh, Bentaleb.
Harry Winks. I
Oh
think
my
that's a
good
very
God.
I think that's a very good one there. And I
That's
think
quite a good
gonna
one.
be
Oh my
tough.
good God.
I think that one's great. And I'm gonna start with Mom.
Me? I'm keeping Nabil.
And talk
Harry can
to
go.
me a little bit about anything. Why don't you like Harry? Why do you like Nabil? Do you have any kind of a I didn't even
No.
start the timer, but I don't think you need it because I don't think you're gonna
No.
go the full time.
That's just my
All right.
opinion.
All right, that's a solid 10-point answer right there because it's the right one.
10 points. Okay.
All right, and next we got Jamie. It's tough. I think this one's harder than what might first appear. You know,
I think I'm still gonna have to pick Nabil because he did set up that goal, didn't he, Brian? Against
Yeah.
for
For
Kane,
Harry
yeah,
Kane.
in
For Harry
in that North London derby. Yeah, he
yeah.
sure did.
So and he was
Sure
quite a
did.
good, like decent little player. Then he just kind of went off a little bit. I don't know if he's still at Newcastle. I'm not sure where he is now, but I know he made like a decent amount of appearances. I think it was like 30 or something like that.
I want to
So-
say he's in Germany at a smaller club, but I could be totally wrong.
He
on that.
left.
Like, maybe
He
like
left
a
us for a smaller club in Germany. I don't know if he's gone back
alright.
to Germany.
Okay,
I don't know.
that
Yeah,
must
'cause I
be-
think I
that
know
must
he
be
went.
it was Schalke. He went
That's
to
what I
Schalke.
thought,
I know he
yeah.
went to Schalke.
Okay.
I know he
I'm
went
just
to
a step or
Newcastle.
two
I wasn't
behind.
sure if it was on loan or was just that permanent. So
It was a loan. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just a loan for 6 months. It was from January. Yeah, didn't really do it there.
I'd keep Bentaleb just for that assist to Harry Kane. So
All right,
go for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good answer, and I'm like I said, I'm kind of tabulating right now, trying to figure out the scoring here. And remember, this is a double points round, and Mom only got 10, so I'm being kind of rough on votes. But Jamie, though, his answer is a solid 62 points.
Hey,
62 points for Jamie, and
Yeah, boy.
Brian Daigle.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear
Okay.
what you got to say, friend.
I'm gonna have to go for Nabil Bentaleb as well. Not only just for that cross, but you got to remember when he came in. Yes, he was Tim Sherwood's love child, but he came in like a man
Wrecking
possessed.
ball?
And then when Poch came, him and Mason, two youngsters in the Premier League together, were actually a decent partnership for the first part. When Poch was trying to turn it around, and surprise, a parasite didn't back him, and instead of getting Schneiderlin, we got Benjamin Stambouli. We had to deal with Bentaleb and Mason. Now Bentaleb had a lot of attitude issues, but if we're talking about the player, he did a lot more work and had a lot more about him then what good old sat nav? You've reached 10. You run 10 yards. You've reached your destination. Pass sideways, Harry Winks. So I would have to say, because he was with Mason and they held a very good partnership in a Premier League, which they were new to. I'm going Bentaleb to keep.
I think that's going to be the popular choice if I just am guessing. But you did a lot. You talked a lot about where they came from, how they emerged. I like that, and you get a 67 BD on that one, Ryan Baker, 67 points, which is hella points. Thomas, which I'm calling you now. It's just what you're called. Sorry.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I've been called worse. Thomas the Tank was my favourite cartoon character, so that's all right.
Oh, he had a scary face, my man.
I played the same VHS over and over again. My mum said I played the same VHS and I wouldn't sleep unless I had my Thomas the Tank Wellingtons on. So, yeah.
You had Thomas.
Just a little fact there.
It was called Thomas. It's Thomas the Tank over there. We call him Thomas the Train.
Oh, really?
It's just weird. It's just
No, we
weird
don't. It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I work in PBS.
Okay.
I know this.
I was
You
Jamie and the
were-
Magic
PBS.
Torch when I was younger. So
I'm not familiar with that one. What's that?
No, I'm
watch
not.
it. Look a YouTube clip. It's like a little song. It's like a cartoon. He had a
I'll
magic
check
torch
that
and
out
go
when
to
I'm
different
done here.
dimensions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That
Look.
might explain our backgrounds right now. Have you sent us the background of the Spurs away kit?
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. But yeah, so we've
Tommy, thanks for your Thomas the Tank Engine stories, but who are you picking?
who you picking,
Right.
my man?
Right, let's get back to it. For me, do you know what? It is tricky. It is tricky because I really, really liked Bentaleb when he first broke onto the scene. I think it was Sherwood, wasn't it? It was Sherwood that brought him in, and he brought Kane in. So Sherwood did do something right for sure. And Bentaleb was tall. As I said, he played. He sort of played. It was a little bit like Skip in that he played beyond his years. He seemed like he had a good head on the pitch. As Brian said, off the pitch he was a little bit scatty. He had attitude issues. And I remember the season after, we still played him, but the season after that, Posh didn't really like him. And he went to Schalke and he had this weird fee. He had this weird thing in his transfer where if he played a specific number of games, Schalke had to sign him for like 15, 60 million pounds. So he's still got good money for him. Now, Winks, I've stuck up for Winks a lot, but the last year and a half, he's lost the plot. But I remember Pochettino once saying Winks is the perfect midfielder. He's like, he put him in the same bracket as Xavi and Iniesta. Not my words, Pochettino's. Look it up. And he was nicknamed Winks Siesta for a bit, wasn't he? He was nicknamed Winks Siesta. So if you're thinking that Skip's going to be any different to Winks, then strap yourselves in because he's not. He's a very similar player, just a better player with less black baggage. I love Skip's future captain, but Winks has not played in a system that suits him. He a player that needs to dictate tempo, and 30% possession under Posh and Nuno is not going to work for him. So he needs to move on. I'll keep Winks. Yeah, I have to keep Winks. I have to keep Winks over Bentaleb. But do you know what? Back in the day, as when they were really young, two very good youth players. But they've lost their way. That's for sure.
And you're keeping Winks.
Surely you have
keeping
to
Winks.
lose points for keeping Winks.
I'm keeping Winks. Winks has an agenda.
Style.
There is an agenda against Winks. If
like
Winks
style.
plays, the game, regardless of how he plays, the game will be on him. So it's been funny. The last few weeks has been good because Doherty, Winks, and I can't remember. There's another guy haven't played, so the scapegoat goes to someone else. And I like scapegoats going to someone else for once. He's crap now. He's crap now, but he's all right.
I don't always give points for bravery, Tommy, but you get a 70 that round because that was a
Oh,
brave
whoa.
ass answer. That was a brave ass answer, man.
Having a
That's a
bubble.
brave ass answer.
And I think I went through both players quite well. So I'm proud of myself there. Thanks.
Yeah,
Hey, I think you
but
earned it.
like,
You
we
earned
can't
that
see
one.
your picture,
but-
so you
and-
probably Googled it.
And now we can't see you, sir, so we don't know for sure if you're not. But we're gonna. Hey,
No, my
we're gonna
camera's
trust him.
fucked,
He's
but,
a good guy. Everybody.
I can
Tommy's
still
a good
Google it
guy.
anyway. I can still Google
Again.
it anyway, man, regardless. But no, I don't.
But
That's a good
here's what I'm
transfer
gonna
history.
do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it to the people in the chat and see if any of these wonderful people in the chat have any good comparisons or any good players for us to go between. we're finished here. I'm going to tabulate the final scores. But if anybody's got anything that they think we should, one that we think I should put up to the panel, or maybe I'll even give it a go myself, let us know in the chat. It looks like I still got maybe six of y'all watching.
Can I just say, Adam, I love you, Adam, but Bensleb couldn't even make it at Newcastle, and we know what Newcastle were before they had the takeover.
Oh, you're right here, right?
So he's not much better.
Yeah. What happened there? It's always weird to me when young players that have it, they got everything going, and then they just it must be
They're
a
both
combination.
Useless now.
Yeah, maybe if you morphed them together into one player, they'd be pretty good.
Højbjerg's like both put together, isn't he?
That's actually a real good point. I never thought about it like that. So let me see. We got some new comments. Oh, and Bob Spurs says Paul Robson or Hugo Lloris. Now I'm sure glad I'm not answering this one, but I'll start it out with Jamie. What do you got to say? This one's just for fun. Just no time limit. Let's just hear what you got to say.
I'm still gonna have to say Hugo. I've not been his biggest fan for a little while because of mistakes, but.
You talking about the one where he had a little too much to drink mistakes, or
no? It's just he's not been his greatest, but
he lets it go in at the near post a little too often. That kind of thing. I'd say Hugo because obviously he's been with us for nearly 10 years now, and he's won more trophies for his international team than Tottenham. So, great captain, but I think his time's gone. But I do like Paul Robinson. His goal against Watford against Ben Foster. That's always a big highlight. And obviously, Paul Robinson won us a cup, didn't he? So Are you talking about that goal he scored? It was just a goal kick, and it
and it looked over Ben Foster.
He didn't even celebrate though, like a true gentleman. He didn't.
I think it was
celebrate.
Like a 2-0 victory. I think it was. I'm not 100% sure, or 3-0. But yeah,
Ben Foster scored later, didn't he? He got a goal later, I think.
Yeah. Did he?
That same match?
Yeah. No. He got one later on, which is weird. In his career.
Yeah. Goalkeepers, man, they get on the back of them sometimes. Wind catches it.
But yeah, no. For me, I'm just gonna say Hugo. I do. Been a great servant to the club, and whatever he does next, I wish him luck.
Great question there from Bob Spur TV, and great answer from Jamie. Up next, we got Brian Daigle with an answer.
So I know why Bob Spur's done this because I've spoken about this, and I love Paul Robinson. I absolutely adore him, and I will pick Paul Robinson. We had a few good seasons with him where he was goddamn sensational, but it's not just his saves, his rapport with the fans was something you'll never see again. Like you'll see videos like if you type in Paul Robinson sings with the Spurs fans, there's one in Europe where it used to be Robbo, give us a song, and it always sings stand up if you hate Arsenal. And he did it at Ledley King's testimonial. When we signed Paul Robinson when he was sensational, Ramos got hold of him and screwed him. As much as Hugo has been brilliant, and I love him, if I had to pick my dream Spurs 11, which I'm going to be doing on Tottenham on Tour as a programme, and I had to pick it on players that have played in my lifetime, I'd pick Paul Robinson as our goalkeeper because I absolutely love him. And my favourite Spurs keeper since I've been alive, I love Robbo. Love him. And true Spurs.
I always love hearing the different opinions everybody's got, and the how maybe certain age groups. I feel like you're probably one generation ahead of Jamie, and so I get different points of view from the different people. I think Jamie, you're probably what I'm gonna guess ages here. Jamie, how old are you? 20, 31, and I'd say that I think Brian's 36.
I love you, mate. I'm 42.
I'm 38 in November.
So there ain't much difference between y'all, but I would have thought you were in your late 30s, Brian.
Why, thank you, sir.
Does Jamie get 7 bonus points for looking 7 years younger than what he is? I hope not.
No, I got the points from this round, and I got to add them to the last one, minus 35. because you all lost 35.
I didn't have 35 to give.
I love that we all lose the same amount of points. It's brilliant. It's just completely pointless, but brilliant.
I must say, Bosco's last comment is a great one to do after we've done our rounds.
The Tuba Raziak. It's the other one.
No.
I love that, Atuba Raziak, though. That is just the worst.
Let me see what he's got here. I can put it up.
When we get
anybody have a go with that one if they got it.
Oh
if
shit!
They want to have that. All right, we're getting the final scores. We're right here. We're so close. You can tell that I could do with an assistant, but I don't have one today.
I haven't done my Robinson or Lloris yet. I haven't done my Lloris or Robinson yet.
Yeah.
You could do it.
I would like to hear it, sir.
Sorry, my bad.
I would like to hear it, sir.
All right, Lloris or Robinson. Now, Robinson. What? The complete opposite goalkeeper, wasn't he? His distribution was incredible. We talked about his goal scoring. We talked about his goal. His distribution was otherworldly. It was amazing. And for some reason, I played a lot of Championship Manager growing up. And the 01-02 one was big. And it's when Leeds were fantastic. That's another reason why I loved Robbie Keane. Because I thought, this guy's at Leeds. I always used him. And Paul Robinson was the up-and-coming keeper. And when he was at Leeds, he was fantastic. I thought, when they got relegated and we picked him up for £2 million, when they had their whole, ridiculous Leeds affair, I thought, oh, that's amazing. It's amazing business. For £2 million, that's some of the best business we've ever done. I don't know how it just turned so sour for him, because within a season, he just sort of fell off the cliff. I think some of his shots
the England goal, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He was adored by the Spurs fan base.
England #1. Remember that.
Another one of those figures that he had more love in the 3 years he was there than Lloris had in 10 years, as far as I'm concerned. So, I would choose Robinson. I would choose Robinson.
That's a very good answer. I really like that answer. And you're right about the value. The part about the value, I feel like might be overlooked by a lot of people. By a lot of people. Sorry, I forgot where I was for a second. All right, I got the final tabulations, and not everybody's going to be happy. We're going to have some unhappy folks here today. We'll start it out in last place, unfortunately, is Tottenham. But she didn't do a bad job at all. She's got 179 on the points. That's a dang good job. So, congrats.
She was definitely making a run for it in the final few games. 100%.
You're dang right. And then next up we got Jamie at 241.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jamie suffered by going first. Sorry, Jamie.
No, it's true. You know what? I accept
second place, the second place we got Tommy at 259, and then the first place we got Daigle at 260.
I've been
Brian's got to come from behind win.
It's 260 to 259, and I didn't even plan that.
I've been stitched up.
Recount. Thank
you. You guys have the time? I'll recount them.
Normal service has resumed. And you know what?
Brian, are you going on Chris's quiz tomorrow? Are you on Chris's quiz?
Yes, I am.
Right, I'll be there, brother.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. You know what? When you were doing the scores, all I'll say to myself is I don't care where I come as long as I'm above Tommy.
You only beat by 1 point, Tommy. Brother. It was a close. It was a very, very close one. But y'all, it's been about 2 hours, and we've covered it. We've covered so many dang Spurs players. We basically covered them all, and I just wanted to thank everybody for being here, and y'all have been great. And real quick, everybody, y'all do things on the side besides come and be on a fun game show on the weekends. Jamie, what are you doing whenever you're not on Keeper West Ham? By the way, I haven't told y'all West Ham's new players. We'll do that after this.
I've not had a chance to do much because work's just getting so busy lately. So,
I appreciate you being here.
No. I'm happy to come on shows. It's just that I can't be bothered to do my own stuff at the moment because I've got other stuff I need to do. So,
life comes first, mate.
Unfortunately, got to pay the bills somehow, haven't I? But yeah, no. Talking Tom TV. If you want to come over, subscribe, have a little chat. I will.
Everybody get over there.
I will start doing something soon.
Do it.
But I'm more than happy just to come on people's shows at the moment because of work and stuff.
And
obviously-
you're on Twitter. You're on the
Yes, I'm
Twitter
on
box?
Twitter on Jables23. So if you want to come over and follow me on there,
And there's some Z's in there, right?
two Z's, yeah.
J Balls with 2 Z's 23.
Jables23. So
Make
if
sure you
we're-
follow him on Twitter, and that's
yeah,
a
I
real good way
tweet
to
a
get a hold
lot.
of
I've
him.
done like over 25,000 tweets, so I do talk. a
Dude
lot of
knows
crap.
how to tweet.
It's because I'm at work. I tweet a lot when I'm at work. So, but yeah, no, if you want to come over, follow me. But obviously, thanks to you guys, and make sure you follow everyone else. It's nice to see Brian again. Tommy, unlucky, but and Tottenham mum, gotta love her. So, yeah, and this guy called Chris, he's not a bad guy. Buck's all right. But yeah, come over and follow me. And then, but yeah, thanks for having me.
Right, thanks for being here, mate. Thanks for being
No
here.
worries.
And then Tottenham Mom, I understand you got a Twitter, Spurs Twitter as well.
Yes, it's just Tottenham Mom. At Tottenham Mom.
Tottenham Mom. All right, cool. Everyone, go ahead and give her a follow. She's tweeting. She's.
I have to
short and
admit,
sweet,
life
short
has
and
gotten in the way, and I haven't been much on YouTube or Twitter much at all the last week or two. But I promise to try to be more active.
All right, fans are going to be needing your content. I know that you got some fans here in the comments. People like you. So.
I was a little brain dead today, but I promise to get better.
Right, you were great. Hey, you're great. Don't you dare put yourself down now. You're great.
Spoken like my own true son.
It's weird. It's real weird that you say that's crazy.
He's a twin.
You and Colin have a lot in common. You look a lot alike.
You must be siblings. There must be.
There must be some connection.
It was a genetic experiment where they took all his coolness and they put it inside of me. And so I'm like him, but just way.
Sadly, there must not have been a lot.
Mate, I love that.
Hey, I haven't bucked anybody. My name's Buck Funkley. No one's been bucked from the show yet, but Tottenham Mom just got bucked.
Oh.
That's the new feature of the show. I haven't had to use it, but she just got bucked. She was being very rude, very, very rude.
Mate, that's brilliant. I love it.
Tommy Talks Ball. You do a lot on your channel, man. And I got to say, Colin is over there a lot. I've been over there a time. Why don't you just plug yourself for a second to the viewers that I know already follow you anyways, but still, maybe someone watching this later might not.
I just want to say Colin's my brother, and that makes Buck my brother, because as I said, there's blood there. And of course, Brian Daigle. Always great to see Mr. Daigle. Even when things are rough, he still shows his face. And that's the loyalty of a Spurs fan, of a true Spurs fan. Look, he come back from Toronto. It's incredible. And we do, a lot of Spurs fans have let him down. And I suppose it's just the way things are going. But I will definitely. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go there, even if it's rough again next week. I couldn't go this week. I'm going to the NFL protest next week, no matter how bad it gets. We got to fight.
I was
Jamie, always great to see Jamie.
I was telling Brian, I feel like if it gets better every time, if we can just get the support to grow and not really regress, I feel like then
that's it.
Support growing every time, and eventually that's how you make change. So
it's just the only issue for me. Like I would love to go, but because of where I work and sponsors and stuff, I've got to be careful. So that's why.
Of course, Jamie. That's the thing. That's understandable. I don't expect. You know what I mean? I don't get. Levy has done a lot with other people, and he can stop season ticket or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I live in Canada.
Yeah.
I don't give. But I understand people that want to contribute, but can't because of exactly those reasons. But there's other things people can do, tweeting, whatever. That's all totally understandable. You've never said on chat, I'm coming. Yeah. And then don't. It's I totally get that. That's the thing. People think. Sorry, I've just taken over, so I'll quickly go on Tottenham Talk. But that's the thing. You can find me at Tottenham Talk. We haven't done a lot at the moment because being time difference and Bryan Island hasn't been well. We're going to get back to doing a lot more. And what people got to understand as well, this battle is not going to be won overnight. This battle isn't going to be won over 2 NFL protests. We've started something, and now it's not stopping, and we'll be there every home, or I won't be there every home game, but Spurs fans will be there every home game to protest. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with 1,000 miles starts with a single step, and we're making them. And people have got to remember, gone are the days where just thousands of people outside a stadium makes an impact. It's all about media and getting media attention and social media and hashtagging the NFL and hashtagging whatever and getting, I mean, they're so stupid. The people that are leaving in and retweeting the picture of me holding the Enoch out thing and going, look at these idiots. You're the idiots because you're retweeting my message to all your followers. So I don't care what you say above it. That message is going out. We've been in Football London today. We've been in the Daily Mail, the Daily Express. We've got a Levy out flag into the ground. We don't expect, and I also understand there are a lot of people that walk past and say, do you know what, I supported Levy out, and take pictures with the banner. And I think because we're low in numbers at the moment, people don't want to be easily spotted. Like Jamie just said, maybe they have work things and they can't be seen, or maybe they think because we're the minority that we're going to get targeted or bullied or whatever. And I get that as well. But this is a long battle. Like I said, I'm taking this to North America when I come home. Buck will talk about this when I get back. I'll be talking to all the North American. I'll be reaching out to the fan groups. But getting back to it, listen, follow everyone. Tommy, thank you for your kind words. Tommy, I've been doing streams now with Tommy for about 6 to 8 months. And it's because he saw me on a channel, whatever. And as Tommy said, I will always come on people's channels. If I'm free and I'm not working at the moment, I'm here, I will always come on and support and help and be a part of it. And it's a pleasure to doing this. I've got to meet Jamie. I got to see him very briefly at the Chelsea game. Tommy, I saw at the Chelsea game. Colin, Buck, we will arrange coming to America or you coming to Toronto, whatever. And it's this community that we've built and the community of people that have been watching your show. We did a Two Brians earlier. I recommend you go over to Tottenham on Tour and watch it because I talk about what happened today and what we're trying to do. And there's a lot more stuff on there. But the whole thing is, like I said, coming home, I've been able to meet people that hasn't been like this just on the camera. I've been able to shake their hand or give them a hug and have a chat with them. And the greatest thing to come out of COVID, as I've said all along, is the Tottenham Hotspur family and the community. They've always supported everyone, always been there for everyone. Everyone helps everyone. Bob Spur and his amazing 58 billion videos that are circling around the internet right now. I'm talking about Bob Spur. Let's talk about him.
Shout out to Bob Spur for my intro. Sorry to cut.
I'm going to pick up Bob Spur now because Bob Spur is one of the nicest guys to ever walk under God's hot sun, and I mean that entirely. And we have become very, very, very close just through YouTube, and I've spent a lot of time with him here. And he is just exactly what you see on the screen. He literally ain't a mate of mine. He is family. He is like blood to me. And I love that man with all my heart. And he does anything for everyone, as we all do. But Bob Spur is just a very, very special person. And I'm going to big him up and get people to say, go over and check Bob Spur as well, because he is just incredible, as is everyone. Yeah. But like I said, you can find me on Tottenham on Tour or whoring myself on any channel I can get on, but mainly Tottenham on Tour.
I always say if anyone's following me, they're definitely following Bob. But if there's some anomaly happening and you're not, then go follow him right now. Bob Spur TV. He is the OG, the Mac Daddy. Well, Cody Mack's the Mac Daddy, but go follow him too. Go follow Cody Mack on Twitter. He's awesome. And Will Stewart makes good shows, and there's all kinds of good content. I know that the Yid Kid has good stuff. Spurs After Dark. There's good content everywhere. The family's great. And yeah, so again, thank you all for being here. I'm not sure that the format is going to stay the exact same as this, but it was a fun one. So actually, everybody in the comments later or now or hit me up on what do you think? What do you think about the format? Should we change it back? Did you like it? Again, Brian won. Congratulations.
I think you should do what your mum said. Like when you do the wheel, you should have the points what you're going to get for that.
Just for random points.
Yeah, because that would be a lot easier. I think then we can't argue as much.
That sounds great. All right, let's do it. I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Sunday next week, but we will. We'll do this again, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna play us out. I think with
Levy out.
Levy out.
Enoch out. Levy out. Liz out.